Chat? Oh, there we go. For fuck's sake, chat. Hey, Pizza Boy got that first. Olog, welcome back on my YouTube side. And Cookers, oh my god, the boys are all here, chat. Let me show my face real quick, chat. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, chat? How's everybody doing tonight? You're totally first, or you're totally fucking first, chat. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, welcome back though. Hopefully y'all had a decent week without me. I didn't come back on Tuesday, but yep, exactly. Hope all is well, chat. Hope all is well. But yeah, hopefully y'all having a beautiful night. I haven't had dinner yet. I had some leftover chicken nuggets, chat. That shit smacks though, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, hopefully not sure what you guys been up to. What's the plan for the weekend, chat? And also don't forget, it's a long weekend. It's Memorial Day this weekend, chat, where, you know, you don't get to go to school. No work on Monday, at least not for me, you know. I work in a bank. Banks got federal holidays, chat, you know. Bot Rick says correctly join the channel. Okay, that's my bot. My bot joined the channel. Great. But yeah, hopefully y'all had dinner. Y'all ready to fuck around and find out. Well, there's nothing to find out. But I don't know if y'all got videos to watch, though, chat. What y'all been up to? What y'all been up to? Got a bunch of random shit going on, chat. Been on college summer break. Wait, summer break? Chat, what the fuck are you talking about? Sorry, I'm moving my... but I hope the free Monday good for those who need it. Wait, why are you... Wait, it's not even summer. How are you in summer break? That's confusing to me, chat. What the hell going on? Can you explain that to me, chat? Not too sure what's going on. It's... Wait, your summer break started at the start of May? Holy shit, that's early. That's fucking early, dude. Bro, I feel like a pussy. I'm so scared to talk to a girl that I go to school with. So I've been having my neighbor talk to her for me. And also 2 days after Memorial Day, it's my birthday. Hey, yo, happy early birthday. I'll probably say it again tomorrow because I don't know if... I'm going to move my camera down a little bit because I don't like it when... Y'all can see my dick, you know what I'm saying? There we go. But, dude, you gotta talk to your girl. You want somebody to date your girl for you? Want somebody to fuck your girl for you? What the fuck's going on here, chat? Man. But happy early birthday, exactly. I'll be back tomorrow, too, so we'll say it again. We'll say it again, chat. We'll say it again. Happy birthday, man. Lock in the girlfriend? Hey, yo, that what I'm trying to say is, bro, okay, you can't have somebody talk to the girl for you, chat. Like, that doesn't work. Can't have somebody go to the first date for you. Chat, you want somebody else to fuck your wife for you too? That's not gonna work, chat. You cuck. You a cuck? Is that what I'm looking at? Chat, what the fuck? Fuck around and find out. Dude, I've been playing a lot of like Expedition 33. This game is so fucking banger, chat. Like if y'all haven't tried it yet, yo, go and fucking buy that shit. That game got me fucking crack, like literally. One of the best games I've ever fucking played. Legit. Not even lying. The good ass game. Y'all played this? Y'all played Expedition 33? Y'all seen people play this shit. This game of the year, chat. Like, I was very, very fucking excited for Death Stranding 2, right? But you finished it, motherfucker. I haven't even like gotten through like chapter Act 2. I'm in the Verso chapter. I'm at the end. I'm like literally trying to get through that entire area to get to Paintress right now. Literally, I'm at Paintress. It was peak ass turn-based combat lover. Yo, for real, dude. Okay, I personally never really fucking liked turn-based game, chat. Like, I fucking hated it, as a matter of fact. I would like actively avoid it. Like, the only turn-based game that I've really gotten myself into is Pokemon. Even then, it's like I have to force myself to finish the whole game, right? I mean, I love the game because, you know, it's interesting where you can catch Pokemons and shit. But like, I'm just not a big fan of turn-based game, right? Okay, legit. Like when I first bought the Switch, I bought that like Rabbit Kingdom plus like Mario game, and I didn't realize it was a fucking. I didn't realize it was whatchamacallit. Damn, the music starts pumping again downstairs. Yeah, I can see him. But fuck, dude. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a turn-based game. I fucking hated it. I never finished it. I played through like a couple levels and that was it. Yeah. I have 2 more weeks. Now, yesterday I almost got the courage to ask her for her snap, bro, but I gave up. I lost the courage and now I'm super pissed at myself. You're young, chat. You got to locked in a little bit, you know. You got to locked in. Sometimes you got to like do that push-pull thing, chat. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, "Oh, you know, if the girl's not feeling it, then don't be like that." You know what I'm saying? And if not, then too bad, chat. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is like who's this? Oh shit, never mind. Some dude just went online. Chat. You have 2 more weeks. Why do you don't have to give yourself a timeline, chat. But technically it's better if you ask earlier. And also you should ask yourself, you know. But yeah. No, it looks like piano tiles. Not too sure. Hold on, chat. Hold on. By the way, videos. Anybody got videos for me to watch, chat? Like what's going on? We got clips and shit. Waiting for clips. All lock. Pizza Boy Cookers. Y'all got anything for me to watch, chat? Scientologist wants out. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna move my camera all the way over here. Alert. Where's my Twitch chat? There it is. I'm gonna move it over here so y'all can see better. I have a video, but body cam? Oh yeah, I don't mind body cam footage. Fucking love reacting to, you know, cops bodying people, chat. Don't you like that? I fucking love it when like cops get called and then the Karen acts all like entitled and then they get bodied, chat. Scientology is creepy as fuck. Exactly. There's actually legit a Scientologist. Damn boys out. Welcome back. Holy shit, dude. Oh, the whole gang's back, chat. Welcome back, dude. Holy shit, man. And Pizza Boy got me a link. All Logs got me a link. Hold on. What was I talking about? Oh, Scientology. I have a Scientology. There's a Scientology like 4 blocks. Maybe 4 blocks away from me, chat. It's creepy, chat. They were like literally trying to recruit people type shit. Not lying to you, chat. They were trying to recruit people, right? And they I remember one time I literally went. I saw they were talking to somebody on the street, and then I was going home from work, right? I saw the Scientologist from the church comes out, and they started talking to people. So I turned around and I was like, "Dude, this shit is a cult." And then I kept on walking. Yo, shit. God damn, dude. God damn. That made me felt socially awkward. But I hope I saved that guy, chat. Tom Cruise is part of Scientology? Exactly, dude. I think I told you that, Pizza Boy. I think I told you that. But yeah. You're exactly right. Fucking Tom Cruise is part of Scientology. And he's actually one of the, if not the highest ranking person in the entire organization. He might likely be like second to like the top guy. I don't remember what the top guy's name is, but you know, it's crazy. Wait, that's a different one. Let me see what this is, chat. Oh shit, Japanese. Oh, I like this type of shit. I like this type of shit, like true crime type shit. Okay, let's put it on pause real quick, chat. Let me watch this is. Oh fuck, dude. Why, chat? What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, chat. What the fuck, dude? Where'd you find shit like this? Oh my god, dude. This is actually disgusting. This is actually very disgusting. What the fuck, dude? Where'd you find shit like this, bro? Okay, I don't see that bloodworm anywhere in the aquarium, whatever. Oh, there it is. Ugh. What the fuck, dude? Looks like somebody skinned somebody's pee-pee. That's not good, chat. That's not good. That's what it looks like after you jerked off, like, like 5, 6, 7 times a day. Like, within 2 hours time span. Like, your skin start rubbing off and, like, you're no longer shooting, you know, white stuff. Right? And, yeah, like, your inside starts coming out at that point, you know? Like, when you start rubbing it out. Dead ass. Why does it look like that? That's a good question. I'm trying to ask that question for real. Exactly what the fuck is this, chat? Where do you find shit like this? This is nasty. What is this? Conspiracy theories swirl around or about Katy Perry's fake Blue Origin space mission. Wait, Katy Perry paid who's it? Jeff Bezos? Wait, is Blue Origin Jeff Bezos' company? Right? I remember it is, chat. Blue Origin, LP space technology company in Kent. Who? Yep, founder Jeff Bezos. I'm exactly right. Yep. Jeff Bezos owned this company, but didn't know that Katy Perry would be going up in space. Chat. Let's take a look at this. This is shorter, like a 3-minute clip. We'll take a look at this real quick. She went to space for actually like 2 minutes or some shit. Really? It said it's fake. It might be faked, or conspiracy theories swirl about how it might be fake. Chat. Let's take a look. Blue Origin's Dorgav triggers conspiracy theories about latest space mission. It doesn't look that legit, is what they're trying to say. Is that Jeff Bezos? It is Jeff Bezos. This is his fucking bald ass, dude. It's Jeff Bezos' bald ass. Right out front. Oh, that's not. Okay. So Katy Perry, like, putting on makeup, trying to brush her teeth, taking a shit before she comes out. I don't know what the fuck she waiting for. I feel. What is she waiting for? What is she waiting for? Jesus, nah, she really did. She should be dead, bro. Well, I mean, we have the technology to send people to space, so it doesn't fucking matter, chat. Piece of shit isn't making it to space. This is okay. I think she already went to space. This is the thing that came back down. I don't think they actually went to space. I think they went up as high as the Red Bull guy that skydived from space. If that makes sense. I think I know what you're saying. Like they're like above a certain level. Like okay, let's see. Earth's atmosphere, right? So if you take a look at this picture, right, you get like a level of you know, like our atmosphere, chat, right? See, here you go. Let me just zoom in real quick, chat. So you know, the higher you go, obviously, the less oxygen you're gonna have, and I guess you would start seeing space once you get out of the ozone layer, chat. And Katy Perry might have been just like, you know, like just out there, but not like completely out there in the exosphere, right? Like where she's like touching the stars type shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be opening the door from the inside because they bolt it, so nothing can get in. Yet they still open the door from the inside. Wait, what do you mean they can still open the door from the inside? Bolt that shit. Oh my god. Maybe they just didn't send her high enough. Because technically, if you really want to go that high up in space, you still need a lot of training, you know? I want to see why, though. Why do people think it's fake? No, I'm sure there's some way that they can depressurize the cabin inside, you know, so it doesn't fucking blow an airlock or some shit, you know? You know, like I was watching Interstellar, chat, that movie, and I saw that like Mark, fucking what's his name? Matt Damon. He was playing that like stranded scientist. And he didn't get that lock on to the ship, and he decided to open that door, and it blew an airlock. It is not gonna happen here, chat. You know. Okay, is she gonna come out? Called it the Shiparo is what this is called. All right, Bezos boy, time to open up. What's going on? What's Katy Perry doing in there? Putting on makeup. Wait, did it like take place in one day, or like she spend like a day out there in space, like just orbiting with like crackers as her food or some shit? Let me go back to the start. What's going on in the start? Where am I right now? 153. I'll go back here. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, chat. Let's go back. Oh, it took 15 minutes? Oh, too bad. Hell no, it was up there for 2 minutes. Yeah, yeah. She probably can't handle it being out there for too long, chat. And by the way, apparently scientists have said that people technically cannot really reproduce in space because the viscosity of sperm might not be able to flow the exact same way in space compared to when the sperm is affected by gravity when it's on Earth. That's a crazy fact, chat. That's a fucking crazy fact, dude. But yeah, y'all hear it here first, chat. Oh shit. Jesus Christ, dude. Just talking about that fact makes me feel a little disgusted, bro. You tested for science, chat. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. Yo, sometimes you gotta be honest, man. If you're a news anchor, you gotta yap a little bit too, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just looking at two people standing in front of a fucking door, not knowing what the fuck's about to happen. Dude, get the fuck out the fucking capsule, dude. What's going on, bro? Oh shit, man. Bro, your cum will come shooting out of your lady and start flooding around the IS. Let's get the fuck out of here. That's nasty. You know how like people pour out milk and it stays in a little ball? Like imagine that, like a floating ball of like just cum. That's nasty, dude. Yo. Shit. But then like seriously though, like how do people like yank one out when they're out there, chat? Like that's my biggest question. You know, if you're in the international space station. Oh, they opened the door. Finally. Welcome back. Welcome back. How was the journey so far? Katy Perry. Did she pay for this or was she like sponsored or some shit? Was Katy Perry sponsored, chat? All right, chat. For real though. Jesus Christ, man. That's my question. You know, like that fruit for thought, chat. Fruit for thought. How does one actually yank one out when they're in space? You know, it's gotta be a mess. You gotta have to contain yourself, chat. You have to do it in a box. The bloodworm thing, that's like a little out of my comfort zone. This shit is so nasty, chat. Like, what the fuck, dude? How many subscribers? Oh, 1.84 million this guy has. That's kind of crazy. I do want to watch this first though, chat. The Ai Mogami. Okay. Because dying in Japan is kind of hard, chat. Like, especially as a 22-year-old female, apparently. 22-year-old female that got stabbed in broad daylight. That rarely happens, especially in Japan, dude. You know, if shit like this does happen in Japan, dude, there has to be some shit that happened between the two. Like, this has to be premeditated, and the person was targeting this specific person. There's no way, and I mean absolutely no way, that, you know, it was just a random occurrence, chat. There's no fucking way. Okay, one more link, chat. That damn boy sent me some shit. China Western media won't show. Okay, I do want to see this, but we also didn't finish. We didn't finish the Eastern Front, chat. We didn't finish the Eastern Front, so we might watch that first. But we'll figure that out. Dude, there's a lot of Bald and bankrupt videos that we haven't watched, chat. But let's watch the shorter ones first. Like this one. But yeah, to me, I feel like somebody... Wait, hold on. The story of idol murder. Okay, so it's an idol. Okay, that might be a little different. What this shit? This might be a little crazy. If you want clips, I should have loads. Yes, clips, please. We might not be able to do a whole like Bold and Bankrupt video today. We might watch like last time like a quarter of it, or like, you know, 1/3. But give me clips, chat. How does one have sex in space? Former NASA chief answers. Oh my fucking god, chat. Yo, I appreciate this. I appreciate this, pizza boy. Holy shit, dude. Okay. Okay, my guy. My guy looks like a player. Okay. Hmm. You can use like centrifugal force. Yeah, but right now he's talking about how to go to the bathroom, talking about how we like float in space while like just either rub one out or bang one out, chat. Is it just me? I can't really hear anything. Oh shit, chat. Are you kidding me? Fuck, dude, I didn't know that. Hold on. No fucking way, chat. Have I been like just talking to nothingness for the past? Oh shit, I have. Fuck, dude. Hold on. Speakers. Apply. Let's see. Rewatch. Does this work? Okay, there's nothing. Hold on. We'll watch this later. This one, Scientologists, we watched that. We were to watch that. Hold on. There's so many links, chat. Hold on, chat. No, it's just this clip. I can't hear. Everything else was fine. Really? Okay, this one's working. I just gotta make sure because YouTube side was telling me that something's not working, and that kind of worked me a little bit. We'll rewatch this though, like procreation, chat.
If we have to get to another planet or to
Like
moon
this.
and habit there long, how do we procreate?
Yeah. How you fuck, dude?
I mean, if you're gonna procreate, you do it the way that we were made, and that's a man and a woman, and you know things happen. I don't think
Things
there's
happen.
been to my knowledge, again.
Oh my God,
I don't think
bro.
there's been a lot of research in how that
Okay, I can hear it now. I appreciate that. Yeah. I hear it now. Perfect.
happens because it's like going to the bathroom in space.
Yeah.
We don't reinvent the wheel. We adapt.
Yeah. He's literally just talking about how to go to the bathroom.
The fact that the crew is in microgravity and so they need to stabilize themselves, and so
Okay.
we put little handles on the side of the toilet.
Okay, sure. You designed a solution for going to the bathroom while you're out there, but have you considered the question that he's asking you? Because he's not asking you how to go to the bathroom in space. He's asking you how you boink in space, chat.
Toilet and rotate them in.
And what did you actually design for that specific purpose? Like, what is the tool? What is that tool that you designed?
And
for?
rest them. They're spring loaded. They rest on your thighs, so you can do the same kinds of things you do down here when you go to the bathroom. And we create suction in a little by having a fan system that creates suction like a very small vacuum cleaner. So we adapt to the situation we're in. The thing that limits doing the kinds of things we do here on Earth is mostly the lack of gravity, but I'm certain when it's time to do that, people will adapt some kind of way.
Let me
Okay.
ask you bluntly, how would one have sex in space?
I hope like we have sex down here, but I'm not sure. You know, I don't know.
You see, okay, they don't fucking know, chat. They don't fucking know. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, chat. Y'all don't understand. They don't fucking know.
But with no gravity,
Yeah,
That's
with
why
no
I say
gravity.
you'll improvise. Yeah.
so you'll be
You improvise, chat. Like if you want kids, chat. Of course, like if you want to have sex, that wouldn't be a big problem. But now what I'm trying to say is having a baby type shit, like baby having sex. You know, like ones where you get sweating and dripping.
strapped down.
I don't know
Type
because it's
shit.
not going to be me. I don't. Yeah.
You wonder what the baby would look like? Oh, it'd be tough. Chat, and also understand that if you're in space for a prolonged period of time, without the gravity to actually, I guess like ground yourself, your body starts losing the necessary muscle in order to keep yourself grounded on Earth, right? Because there is gravity and it takes body weight and you have to lift yourself up whenever you walk. When you're in space, you just fucking float around. You don't have to use energy, which means that it's more likely for your muscles to atrophy and, you know, just go completely unused and completely useless. Right. And then your heart, because your muscles are like shrinking at the same time. Right. So like your heart will be shrinking at the same time. Right. So like, you know, astronauts actually need to like work out in space because if they don't, a lot of their bodily function cannot be maintained. Chat, that's a big problem, you know. But yeah, you know, if you send a bunch of people up there and you have them like just kind of like colonize, they might look very, very different from what human would look like nowadays. You know, because we're on different planets and it requires different ways of survival and an adapt. You know,
human beings will rise to the occasion, and we'll figure. You should talk to Dr. Ruth. Because
this motherfucker, he dodged it, bro.
I had this discussion with Dr. Ruth once when I first met her, and I was as stumped then as I am now.
Bro ain't thinking about none of that. He ain't thinking about getting no pussy up there, because there ain't no pussy up there, chat. You gotta understand that. Now we're asking questions in case there are pussies up there. You know what I'm saying, chat? You know, eventually there will be pussies up there. You know what I'm saying, chat? Oh my god, type shit, you know. But yeah, my dude does not know. My dude does not know. What is this instrument? What the fuck? What the fuck? There ain't no way, Chad. I'm fucking playing the hawk tuba. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, hold on, I wanna watch this. Now facing 36 years in Korean visa. Dude, what the fuck, dude? This guy keeps getting shit tacked on. 2 days ago, dude. We get new shit every day, yo. Yo, we get updates every day. That's crazy. Yo, I get content. I like that. Y'all know what I'm saying, bro? Yo, I've been like fucking editing for a while. This past week, chat. I've been like channeling my fucking energy into just fucking editing and shit, you know? Fuck, dude. Trying to get it up there, bro. I'm trying to go to the moon while going to the moon. Dead ass, bro. Hey, if you know, you know, chat. If you know, you know. Wonder if anyone else has ever just had a whole boxing match outside of the ISS and just in space. That'd be dangerous, chat.
Disrespectful.
I want to watch this. I really, really want to watch this, chat. We want, you know, we finished this one. We figured out the atmosphere type shit. I watched her video and this happened. That's kind of crazy. Seems like some crazy shit going on. This bloodworm video, I'm gonna be honest with you, Pizza Boy. It might be more than I can handle for now, chat. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. I want to watch this, but right now, or actually, let's watch this first, chat. What do we think? I don't like this Johnny dude, but a 36 years is ridiculous. You don't even get that for murder. What the fuck did he even do? Being a public nuisance. It is kind of crazy, but he is being a dumbass and going around and talking shit. Right? So last week when we were talking about him, me and Cookers were talking about him. I posted a video actually on YouTube of me reacting to Atozi. Same fucking guy. Love his video. Go check him out. Talking about how he had 31 years, literally 5 days before this video was posted. 31 years and 31 years. They just tacked another 5 years on top. And by the way, if you didn't watch the video, I'm just going to give you a real like fast rundown. This fucking dude, apparently he has a tax law lawyer as his criminal defense lawyer. This guy's pretty cooked, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know where he gets his like confidence from, but he's cooked. Now bring a knife and cut the other guy's rope so he just fly into the abyss. That's like I watch like what's that movie called? I don't remember. There's a movie with George Clooney in it, chat. That movie with George Clooney in it where like he sacrificed himself like by floating in space and dying and shit. I don't know if you know. But yeah.
This disrespectful.
All right, let's watch this, chat. Disrespectful IRL streamer now facing 36 motherfucking years in Korean prison, chat. I don't think he deserves this. I think like a slap on the... I wouldn't say a slap on the wrist because he got way too many slaps on the wrist already, chat. But still, I don't think he deserves 35 years, 36 years. Never visit Korea, 36 years of for being annoying. Fuck that. Technically, it's not just being annoying. He was also being a public Okay, he was doing deepfake shit. He was deepfaking his face onto like Korean girls' boyfriends. And then he was like making it look like he was kissing them and shit, you know? So like people don't like that. He got sued by the girl that he was like defaming. And yeah, he was getting cooked. Nah, bro, I'm gonna be out and I'm gonna be in and out of the prison. I'll get the fuck out of here, chat. And I mean, okay, technically, I personally feel like you guys would be able to survive in the Korean prison until the entire Korean society collapsed. Because, like, with the chat, I don't know if you guys know, but Korea has literally the lowest birth rate, right? Originally, it was Japan. Japan had like a 0.96 like birth rate, but now it's actually Korea with 0.76 birth rate, which means that every 2 people, they're only giving birth to like 0.76 kids. Not even one whole kid, chat. You don't get one whole kid. You need 2 couples, 2 married couples to get one whole kid. That's crazy. I can eat their food in prison. Prison food rarely is good. Don't watch like TikTok videos and be like, oh shit, they're recreating prison food and it looks good. Usually prison food are gonna be like, you know, like leftover, unrefrigerated, you know, ingredients that are moldy, and they just cook that shit for you. They say that it's nutritional valuable, but please, trash food. You like food that are trash. Oh, those are food. Okay, there's trash food, and then there's food that are trash, right? In prison, you eat food that are trash. Out here, you get trash food, like fast food. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. You know, or like you can like, yo, chat, I'm gonna show y'all some type of shit, like something called pak pak. I don't know if y'all seen this shit before, but it's in Philippines. There are some ghettos in Philippines where they literally just eat recycled meat. I don't know if y'all heard that before. I'll show y'all later. Y'all would be like gagging and just hurling behind your computer screen or your phone screen, whatever the fuck, chat. Legit. Won't get ass fucked? No, you get skull fucked. Let's take a look.
This disrespect.
You have video of that? Yo, dead ass, Olok. Yeah, no, Pok, dude. Fuck, I saw that. Yeah, we're about to show that shit to everybody. You know, not everybody can afford Jollibee. Some people can only afford secondhand Jollibee, chat. Y'all know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I eat the fried one of it. Oh, get the fuck out of here. That shit nasty regardless, bro. Nah, dude. Hand-me-down wings. Oh yeah, shit. Hand-me-down wings, yo. I did show that shit. I just didn't make a video out of it, chat. I just didn't make a video out of it. I think I should like find that VOD. I have all the VODs saved up in my computer. I just have to find that VOD. I'll pull that out. I'll probably make a video out that shit. Hand-me-down wings crazy though. Holy shit. Bro, bread and water is goated though. Yo, dead ass. what are you, Jesus? Fuck, dude. That shit's squirting out my mouth. Hold on. Yo, we'll watch that later. Watch that. We'll rewatch it and we'll recut a new video for it on YouTube. That shit's crazy though. We'll watch this guy getting 36 years. He might not get out of Korea alive. Let me tell you that real quick. Is this the video, chat?
A big thank you to BetterHelp for...
No, he actually ate it. He ate it, but it didn't show how it was made. I want to show you guys how it was fucking made, chat. Y'all don't fucking understand, right? Like seeing it's like the process of actually sourcing that shit, like not cooking it, because cooking it doesn't give you that fucking that explosiveness of seeing like hair and like dirt, possibly like fingernail gunks. A mix of sweet and sour and barbecue and, you know, ranch sauces. Sour as fuck, dude. Oh my god, dude. At 5-minute mark he does? I'm gonna show you a better one, chat. I'm gonna show you a better one. We'll watch this first. I keep talking, chat. I keep talking. A lot of things to cut into videos. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of stuff to cut into videos. That's what she said. It just squirted out of my mouth. Exactly, chat.
This disrespectful IRL streamer continues to prove to the world that he is in fact the dumbest streamer to ever walk on Earth. Because at this point, I just feel like a broken record as this dude just continues to make an absolute fool.
Oh, Atozi's back. By the way, I remember I saw a video Asmongold put out literally like 30 minutes after I finished streaming last week after reacting to this video, or like the video before this one, and Johnny was literally like threatening the judge's daughter and the judge himself. That's crazy, dude. Imagine the balls to do that, chat. Who the fuck would do that? Imagine, dude. Somebody else has your life in their hands and you decided to threaten them. That's crazy.
Water himself
Oh my
by
God.
now, threatening the judge and his mother.
Oh shit, and his mother. Yo, that ass was where I get my news from now. Yo, for real, dude. Because sometimes you just need like to get away from the traditional media. And you can see, like, a lot of the times, traditional media doesn't report on news that should be reported, right? Like, very, very far left news, CNN, ABC, whatever the fuck, they would never tell you that Kamala Harris is like $20 million in debt, right? I've never seen any of those websites put out an article about that. An article of how the Democratic Party went into like heavy debt despite raising over $1 billion and spending all of that money within 5 fucking weeks. That's insane, chat. You know, nobody's ever talked about that. That's incompetence on another fucking level, chat. Now, I'm not saying that Donald Trump is a good president, but that doesn't mean that we should hand that space right over to Kamala Harris, who is proven to be incompetent, chat. That's all I'm trying to say, you know. Isn't Johnny Somali the fuckhead? Yep. You're correct. That is him. That's him. What?
Broken record, as this dude
What was he
continues
say?
to make an absolute fool out of himself by now, threatening the judge and his mother.
He's getting life.
The prosecutor, y'all can suck my.
Damn, fuck the judge, fuck the prosecutor, y'all can suck my dick, chat. Y'all heard him.
Yeah, suck my on soft. Causing anxiety by carrying a fish. Tell the judge you can suck my.
What is this guy doing though? Why you get tied up with this shit, dude? Common sense, bro.
Bring a fish to your mother's house.
He is now facing 36 years in South Korean prison, and his genius idea is to threaten the dude who
He looks like he could be X's son. Yo.
has his freedom in his hands, and the judge's mother. Because
Did you see the Palestine supporter killed 2 Israel embassy worker or some shit is crazy? Dude, there's so many news going on though. I gotta watch that shit. You gotta link that up for me and I'll react to it. But I haven't even been catching up with like Aspen Gold lately, chat. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But for real though. Yo, send me the links. Y'all got links? Y'all send it to me, chat.
why not? Why
Today might be like a kind of a heavy, just like react video type day, chat. You know what I'm saying?
we're at it, right? Like I said this on Twitter, but at this point, Johnny's essentially pen testing the South Korean judicial system because he is doing the opposite.
He is pen testing. He is literally pen testing, chat. Wait, how he's saying I'm bringing a fish to your mother's house, threatening him? This is just crazy. He's not bringing no fish to nobody's house. Bring a fucking gun, bro. Free my boy Johnny. Dude, y'all see his fucking his username on the shit? It says SOS Somali, chat. He needs help.
What you're supposed to be doing?
Motherfucker needs
when
help
you're
right
facing
now.
Serious prison time every step of the way. So I mean, whatever they end up giving him will send a clear message to the world if South Korea welcomes streamers to harass their citizens for content or not. So basically, as some of you guys have noticed, I've been traveling for the last 10 days, which is why there's been way fewer uploads. But we're back to way more uploads now. But anyway, a lot has happened since I made my last video on Johnny in a hotel lobby. Obviously, he went to court again, and if you thought things were bad for him,
You know, one of the funniest thing is last video that I posted, I said that he was talking about how, oh, you got to better yourself, you know, never back down, never give up type shit. Like, you got to just be better, stop drinking, and like turn around and he's drunk, and then he starts threatening everybody. That's the crazy part, dude. I was watching Bill Nye today, and they were showing how muscles and bones work. It showed a black man shirtless, wearing overalls, barefoot, and doing work on a farm. Like, what the fuck? That's actually legit crazy. I don't know. That can't be right. That can't be right. Y'all got a bootleg version of Bill Nye the Science Guy, chat. What the fuck, dude? Yo, that's a bootleg Bill Nye, chat. Y'all sure that's actually Bill Nye though? The more I'm hearing about this, it sounds like Korea is being a Karen. Korea's always been Karen, chat. Y'all don't understand. Korea is like a dystopian city, or not city. Well, technically it is just a city because like there really isn't other cities outside of like Seoul. If I'm being honest, like 70% I think like of the population lives in Seoul. That's insane. That's insane. And they're not fucking. None of these motherfuckers are fucking. They're just like sitting there doing nothing, jerking off, yanking one out, thinking of problems like I was thinking about. Like, how do you yank one out in space instead of actually going out and finding girls to fuck? You know, that's why nobody fucking. That's why nobody pumping out no babies in Korea, chat. Their society might actually collapse if this continued. That's the crazy shit. Some boring ass shit, yeah.
Went to the trial.
It is what it is, chat. But imagine though, because technically South Korea and North Korea has never stopped war. They're technically still at war, which means that if South Korea hits some type of critical point of no return for their population, North Korea will nuke the shit out of South Korea, chat. Imagine like North Korea nuking South Korea within the next like 50 to 100 years, maybe, you know, because like they actually are sustaining. They're 1.72. I don't know why I remember these fucking stats, but like fucking North Korea, even though still lower than the 2.1 that needs to sustain human like population, they're at 1.72. I'm talking a lot of shit, chat. They should be fucking and thinking about that shit. Yeah, you're right.
Well, it's so much worse this time, as he's now facing additional charges and there will now be multiple witnesses testifying against him in the next trial. But you may be asking, how did he show
Dude, it's
up?
not even just multiple witnesses type shit, dude. He actually has like proof, like people have like video proof of him. Like even if he was banned, people downloaded all his VODs, clipped shit. It's everywhere on the internet.
Did he go through and do the whole black pointy robe thing like he was claiming he was going to do?
That's crazy.
Well,
no.
not really. He rocked the usual MAGA hat. I guess that is just his Hail Mary in hopes our current administration will somehow pass him one of those get out of jail free cards from Monopoly. But unfortunately for Johnny, nobody is rallying to free this dude, like as everyone except
nobody
for
wants him back,
the
dude.
20 people who watch his streams in support of him believe he's made his own bed. But speaking of the robe, from what I can tell before the trial, one of their neighbors saw Hank and Johnny using it to film some video on top of the roof of Hank's apartment building in Seoul. And naturally, they posted this video right after the trial
Let's
was
take a look
over.
at what this is. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that, chat? No fucking way, dude. No one in their right mind.
That I am the modern day Letitia Harley, and I am being assassinated by modern day top Korea.
What the fuck, chat?
I have a dream
No way.
that I may not be sentenced to 10 years of hard labor in South Korea for the simple crime of spilling a cup of noodles. Seriously, that is my main charge.
No, it's not. It's the deepfake charges that are in the main charges. Legal Mindset actually made a chart with all the current charges.
Oh, shit.
So
Oh, we actually can see what he's getting charged for. Charges: obstruction of business count 1 at the 7-Eleven where he was spilling shit and making things dirty. Max 5 years. He pleaded guilty? He's pleading guilty. He's actually pleading guilty so that he might be able to make a deal. Chat, fine/30 days, fine/30 days, max 5 years. Okay, he's trying to plead not guilty for the crazy ones, like the 10, like 11 years fucking. This is the max penalty that he might get. I wouldn't say he's definitely gonna get this many. This would be crazy though. Gay is written all over the shit. Okay, you can't call people gay for no reason, chat. We can't be. We still need to be nice to gay people. I like gay people. Okay, gay people are nice. Can't say that shit. You know. I have to delete this one. I have to delete this one, chat. How do I even fucking delete your chat? Why do I keep forgetting how to delete chats? That's crazy. Fuck it. It's okay. Most of these ain't even crimes in my country. What the fuck? Freedom of speech. But then I feel like deepfake should be considered a crime because like that can pose a lot of harm for
You see the one in the middle there for the loud music on the bus? Well, that was just added and he pled guilty for that one as well. So in total, he's already pleaded guilty to 5 of these charges, and then you have the 2 serious ones, which are the deep.
I could go into NYC and do all this shit and not have anything do about it. Yeah, well, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I mean, it's just the culture type shit, you know?
Fake charges, which hold a maximum of
10 years of photoshopping your face on a girl's boyfriend is insane. Free my boy. Well, okay, understand that is not like Photoshop is deepfake. Wait, is it actually? Wait, I need to see the video. That they are saying that is deep fake, where he actually like fucking did it in a video, not a photo. I don't know, chat. I don't know, man.
5
Can be
years
out
in
of
prison each, and he pled
Can be a little
guilty,
crazy.
meaning he has
Shouldn't
to
do
go
that.
fight those two in court, even though he live streamed himself doing what he's being accused of. Then to make things worse for him, and because of those pleas, the next court date, apparently witnesses will be testifying against him. I mean, just imagine throwing away your life to be that unfunny. Dude's no
bro.
civil rights martyr. He's a guy who made a living off of harassing strangers in public and live streaming their reactions against their will for profit. And because he goes way over the line for some big
Who cares if it's video or photo is just petty shit? Oh, you're right. But then in Korea, in Asian society, they do consider, it does matter for them when it comes to like, you know, being clean type shit. I don't know if that matters, you know. Like, okay, you don't feel good if rumors about you fucking around with a, you know, like unemployed guy is surfacing. You know, I would fucking want to sue him too, chat. You know, I get that is no big deal, but then it's unemployed and it's unemployed behavior, chat. You know what I'm saying?
basic
Oh my
events
God.
online. He's now facing a maximum prison sentence of 36 years in South Korean prison. And clearly, this is getting to both.
And also, chat, technically, it's also illegal to use somebody else's portrait without their consent, chat. That's also a thing. It's not necessarily a felony, but the other person technically can sue you. So I don't know if you guys heard of this story of like GTA getting sued by this chick that said that the bikini girl on the front of the promotional poster for GTA 5 looks exactly like her. So she started suing Rockstar for like, I think like $20 million or some shit, right? And it didn't fucking stick, obviously. Why would it, right? But yeah, technically people can still sue, right? Because technically that's like, oh, if it's the same, I'm sorry, you know, like we didn't really use you as a model. But like if we ask you to take photos and we use your photos without your consent, then that's a crime. That's actually a crime, chat. But yeah. So you in Asia, I feel like South Korea is the one country sexual assault is allowed. Yo, you might be actually correct, chat. South Korea might be the only country, or like even like Japan and South Korea both can be very, very like male dominant societies where like females are not necessarily cared about or cared for. That's also the big problem, right? One of the fucking like worst cases I've ever heard, right, is this fucking dude. They made it into a movie too. This dude violated a 11-year-old, and after the fact, like after he did the whole shebang, he like destroyed the little girl's reproductive organs because he wanted to dig out the evidence of him ever doing that predatorial shit, right? So like he destroyed that little girl's life, 11 years old, I think, right? And she was completely destroyed. She has to wear like a bag and she has to pee into that bag like for the rest of her fucking life. And that guy is out of prison as of right now. This happened like not even 15, 20 years ago, chat. That's crazy. South Korea is like a legit dystopian country, chat. Like it's literally one of the worst countries to ever live in. Like don't ever go there. And their food is all red. I don't understand why all their food is fucking red. Like why? You know, fuck out of here, you know? Put some color in it, right? Make it green, you know? Make it a little... I don't know. I don't get it. You know, worse is that they spread and she'll be made fun of, especially if it's from some disgusting and disrespectful man. You're exactly right. And the crazy thing is, like, the culture in Korea is so fucking insane to the point where the person that violated the girl, so the defendant, right? The criminal's parents were blaming the girl's family for ruining the criminal's life. That's the fucking crazy part, right? Oh shit, you shouldn't have sued. Now my son's life is like ruined because, you know, you sued and, you know, the girl decided to talk shit. What the fuck are you talking about? You literally ruined somebody's life. You know, No, bro, that's crazy. 2 to 3 years ago, the age of consent in Korea and Japan was 13. This tells me all I need to know. I thought it was 16, chat. Always thought it was 16. But then also the fact that they're just not fucking, even if they lower the age by like a fuck ton, is kind of insane too, you know? The reason why it doesn't matter to you, chatter, is because you weren't affected. Exactly. Exactly. But then, you know, y'all gotta understand America is also quite fucking dangerous, and I don't go out past 8. I don't go out past 8 or 9 p.m. Right? Because I know that, you know, going out in America is fucking rolling the fucking dice, chat. You don't understand. Especially in Chicago, dude. You never know when a bullet's gonna fly through your fucking window. I live on the 16th floor and I'm still scared, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. Right? Stray bullets. Right? It's 16 now. They changed it in 2023. 2023 for 16. That's insane, dude. I didn't know that. That's crazy, dude. It's creepy, too, when you see, like, Japanese celebrities be like, oh, no, I like girls, you know, like, just fucking fresh out the oven type shit. Fuck you mean, dude? You can't fuck? You can't do that, bro. Like, nah.
Both him and his friend Hank. Because now that Johnny has decided to actually fight these charges, that means he's Hank's problem for even longer. Or
Oh
well,
my
this is
God.
until Hank does the logical thing of just kicking him out from his apartment, because let's be real here, Johnny, he's made his own bed. But Dr.
That's
Ulrich
true.
Node, who was with us in the first court hearing, he actually went again and shared the notes with us of the court transcription, so everyone can actually know exactly what happened in the second court hearing. So, 10 a.m., the judge enters the courtroom and everyone stands. Before this, a court officer instructed everyone to turn off their phones. The audience includes individuals from various backgrounds, such as Australian, Pakistani, Korean, Korean American, Jewish, South African, and African American.
You can see, like, there are a lot of English speaking, like, people in there, and I'm pretty sure these people are just, like, excited to see what the fuck's about to happen.
There are about 10 people present. 10 a.m., the case begins. Johnny Smalley is scheduled for 10:40 a.m., but when the time comes, he is not in the courtroom. Earlier, his and
What?
Hank's voices were heard in the corridor, but they're not present now.
What the fuck are they
I mean,
doing?
the dude is late for his second court case. He was
That's
really late
crazy.
for the first one. Apparently, he was late for this one as well. 10:44 a.m., Johnny's still not present, but a public defender enters the room. It's unclear if the defender is assigned to Johnny's case or if there's some confusion. 10:51 a.m., Johnny, also known as Khalid, is called. The court officer knows that Johnny was upstairs, but went downstairs again, and they're waiting for him to return. A minute later, Johnny enters the courtroom, this time without a smile, and sits in the proper seat. The court begins reviewing the charges he previously admitted to. 10:50.
Okay, so they're finally getting there. Also, Japan and South Korea already has a huge problem with deep fakes. The reason why they must be harsh with the streamer deepfake is if they don't, others won't be scared of deep faking someone they know. You're exactly correct. You're actually exactly correct, right? Like, I feel like one of the big thing that, like, the Eastern society does very well is making sure that shit like that doesn't ever happen again, right? Like human trafficking. Oh no, like you getting the bullet, you know, like, or like, you know, shit like that, right? It might, you know, like the way that you used it might not have been malicious, you know, it might have been like a prank or type shit, you know, but that doesn't mean that in the future it wouldn't, you know, encourage other people to do shit that are malicious, right? That's the big problem, right? In America or like in Western societies, it's more like, oh shit, you know, they're gonna learn, they're gonna do it once. We will lock them up for 2 days and we'll release them. Nothing is gonna happen to them, type shit, you know. And you know, the whole idea is that they'll eventually learn. But the problem is they will never learn. And the only thing they actually will learn from this whole ordeal experience is that stealing doesn't matter, right? That's it. You just need punishment. It's 16 now, they changed it. So context doesn't matter. Context always matter, chat.
4 a.m. While the judge is checking the files, Johnny winks at me. Meanwhile, Hank, Johnny's accomplice, turns around and tries to intimidate the audience by making a scary face or serious face, which is not effective. 10:56 a.m. The judge asked Johnny if there was any change to his work or address, because remember last time he lied about not knowing his address, and then he also lied about being a student instead of a full-time streamer, which he was at the time. And then essentially by saying there was no change, he effectively lied yet again. Apparently the judge reminds Johnny that he has the right to remain silent, but it appears the judge doubts Johnny's ability to do so.
It's literally the judge's way of telling you to shut the fuck up and just don't jeopardize yourself any further.
though. Johnny
Literally.
says there is no change.
God.
Following this, the prosecutor reviews the previous charges, including the incident on October 12th, where Johnny caused a disturbance on bus number 471 by playing a loud ape sound and music, forcing the bus to stop. He repeated similar behavior on another bus on the same route, harassing passengers. Additionally,
People just trying to get to work, man. In some places in Japan, it was like 13 or something not too long ago, but it's now 16. That's why. Ooh, yeah, that is weird. That is weird. That is some doctor disrespect type shit, chat. That is like some mad doctor disrespect type shit. Where you... Yo, chat. Chat is legal where she at. That's what's going on. It's legal where she at. Not necessarily legal where I'm at, but it's legal where she at. I made sure chat I read the law. Yo, if you need to go to like Harvard Law to figure out if what you're doing is fucking legal, maybe you shouldn't fucking do that in the first place, chat. Morally speaking. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Nah. It's legal where she's at, chat. Bro, you have, not to mention you have a wife, you have kids. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Doctor disrespect. I wonder if people are still sponsoring him. I know he's still streaming. Kind of like took like a 4-week break after that. He didn't force the bus to stop the driver, Jose, to stop. He played the monkey noise. How is that jail-worthy? It really isn't. It really isn't. But it's not. Okay, chat. The thing is, it's not jail-worthy in America or in Europe, but it's definitely jail-worthy in Asian countries, right? Because the whole point of being in Asia and being in an Asian society is to fit the fuck in. They want you to fit in. They don't want you to be like, if you're nailed, they're gonna hammer the fuck out of you. This is exactly what they're trying to do, right? Like Johnny, he's there for like no reason, right? And you're like bothering the public, the society way of functioning, right? So they fucking hammer the shit out you. That's the way it works, you know?
prosecutor mentions that on October 13th, Johnny created a deepfake video of him kissing another man. The judge asked Johnny if he would
Kissing
like to
another
proceed with
man.
a plea on the deepfake charges.
This guy's crazy, dude. He needs me to be his lawyer. I would get him out. Oh my god.
Johnny, through his
maybe.
lawyer, pleads not guilty to the deepfake charges. He asked Johnny for confirmation, which he confirms. The judge appears mildly surprised by the plea and asks for proof of innocence. The lawyer states that they currently have no proof and need time to gather it. Oh boy. Unfortunately,
That's okay. Chat, you see what he says? Okay, this is the key point right here, chat. What he said is the judge appears mildly surprised by the plea and asks for proof of innocence. Proof of innocence, chat. How do you prove that you're innocent? You know? That's the crazy part about living in an Asian society sometimes. I don't know how it works in Korea, but in China, it's guilty until proven innocent. In the Western society, it's always innocent until proven guilty. That's the crazy part, chat. That's why shit like this is happening to Johnny Somali. Not that it doesn't deserve it. I feel like he fucking deserves it, chat. You know what I'm saying? But shit, dude. Fuck, he cooked. Also, South Korea has a crime problem too. The reason why is because they're legal, dude. Basically, kids get a slap on the wrist even if they kill someone to teach those kids, yet they do it again. You're exactly right. And one of the big problem is because like Korea has this huge like chaebol problem. I don't know if you guys know what chaebol is, but it's basically the entire country being controlled by a few, like just a few, literally, very, very powerful family, like the Samsung family, right? Or like the Hyundai family, right? They're very, very powerful, right? And basically they have, you know, they're already bought out all the government officials and the government officials. There's no antitrust law in Korea. There's no competition, which means that if you're poor, you're just going to get poorer and poorer, and the rich is just going to get richer and richer. And also, like, they keep passing stupid-ass labor laws that makes people don't want to ever fucking work there ever again. I don't understand that, right? Like, oh, you got to pay more taxes to afford, so the government can't afford to pay pension to old people. The fuck? If you can't afford it, don't pay pension, bitch. Why does the young people have to fork out more from their paycheck just because there's a deficit? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know? Most kids do crimes just before the age of high school, I think. Yeah. It's insane. It's literally a very, very badly thought out society, right? Sure, you can eat fucking like ramen, but that doesn't mean that your life is not just as bad as it is in North Korea. And a lot of times, like in these East Asian countries, a lot of these kids, they just kind of like don't tell anybody, just kind of fucking die in their apartment for no, yeah. It's sad. What the fuck? In Korea, you have to prove your innocence, not them prove you guilty. This country is fucked. Yeah. That's how a quick Google just proved the judge wrong. Yes, in South Korea, as enshrined in the constitution, individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty. The biggest problem, Dan boy, is that there are proof of his guilty. Right? Like they're not charging him for no reason. There are photos of him deep faking his face onto him kissing a Korean guy. Right? So like that's actually that proved him guilty. Right? Like he probably showed it on stream. Right? That shit is like fucking locked down and they made sure is on the evidence file. Right? And yeah, like they already proven that he's guilty. They don't have to prove that he's guilty again. That's the big problem. He needs a better lawyer ASAP. He does. That I agree. He has a tax lawyer right now who lost in court 5 out of 5 times, dude. He's 0-5, chat. That's crazy, dude. Imagine how Johnny would crash out in jail.
The lawyer states that they currently have no proof and need time to gather it. Oh boy. Unfortunately for him again,
there's no proof.
He is his own star witness. He live streamed himself doing this. So
exactly. Oh, see, chat, like you can't. How do you prove yourself innocent if you live stream yourself doing that shit in the first place? He literally post and brag about it. Dude, he did it for content. Chat, he was streaming on Kick and he was literally in another country fucking around. Right? He was literally doing it on stream. He was not like, oh, let me Photoshop this offline and like just post it online like the next day on Twitter. No, he wasn't doing that. He was literally like, oh, let me get like ChatGPT to deep fake this shit and kiss this guy on stream type shit. And he showed it and he was proud of that shit. That's why it's proven guilty. That's why he has to prove that he's innocent. Bro, for real, hate Cake. Yo, everybody does, chat. Cake is filled with predators, filled with people like Johnny Somali, people who can't stream on Twitch, right? People like Neon, fucking Jack Doherty, right? Dumbasses like that, right? It's just part of life, you know? And I don't know, man. OnlyFans model streams a lot on Kick too. Not that OnlyFans model don't stream on Twitch. There is actually a clip of me proving that there are a lot of OnlyFans models streaming on Twitch. It's actually cooked. I went through like 5 different profiles. I clicked on 5 female streamer profiles on my Twitch stream while I was streaming, right? Just clicking on random, like just chatting streams, right? Just female. And then like 4 out of 5 of those fucking people had like an OnlyFans link in their fucking link tree. Like legit. Not even lying to you. Right? Twitch is cooked. Not as cooked as Kick. And you're right. Kick is so bad. There's one person I watched on Kick. He's chill, but also streams on Twitch. So don't know if he counts. Kick, that I think is okay. Because like Kick does have better discoverability if you do decent content, right? I personally just don't want to associate myself to anybody that streams on Kick, right? Like it's just the sound of it, right? Like, oh, where do you stream? Oh, I stream on Twitch and Kick. Like, why do you need to stream on Kick, right? Your content should be completely okay for Twitch. It also pays more. They do pay more. They do pay more. Yeah, they do pay more. But I don't make enough, and I don't make enough here to, do that. And also like, I don't know, man. Like it might be a lot harder to actually get sponsorships while you're on Kick too. Chat, don't forget that, because that platform is associated with fucking criminal activity and like crazy shit going on every day, But yeah, it does pay more.
Exactly what the prosecutors need to, but exactly not what the defense needs, when he's on the defense at least. But in response, the prosecution requests a witness examination, stating that since Johnny denies the charges, they need to present witnesses. The judge agrees to allow a witness examination, but notes that given the sensitive nature of the charges, the victim will decide if the court will be open or closed. This means that the public and press may be restricted depending on the victim's preference. Then Dr. Ulrich added some personal notes here where it says that Johnny seems to realize that he's actually in trouble here.
Okay, Johnny now seems to realize he's in trouble. He seems like he knows. What the fuck, dude? It's a little too late, dude. A little too late, man.
Hank seems very stressed. After court, the two marched out and are followed by reporters. A reporter asked Johnny if he still thinks that Korea is a vassal state. It's so hard to take that thing seriously due to how ridiculous of a statement that was from him to begin with. It's just baffling to me, like, who is facing decades in prison and then goes out to the public media and says that Korea is a vassal state of the United States.
Dude.
Like, dude, what are you doing? But
That
this
is
time,
crazy.
Johnny apparently was a little bit
Now,
wise.
obviously, Korean people don't want to admit that, but the truth is, Korea is actually a vassal state of America, chat. You gotta understand that. It actually is. Korean people would never admit it, though. They would never, ever admit it. Korea is like... I don't know, man. I feel bad for talking shit about Korean people, but like... I know... I love my Korean friends, Chad. I gotta be honest. My brother's roommate that I like fucking play video games with, he's Korean. Like, Chebol Korean. But you know, like he's still Korean. Right? But my ex though, holy shit, dude. That kind of showed me the dark side. The very, very dark side of Korean culture. Right? Like, oh my god, the type of shit that I had to deal with. Y'all don't fucking understand. Like, I'm starting to see shit now. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, just chilling in my house, talking to friends, and sometimes going to the office and just like having a conversation with my coworkers. Like, I start to understand like this shit is not working. You know, Twitch is doing bad as well. All the advertisers are. Oh, you're fucking right. You're actually right. But that doesn't matter to me because I make YouTube videos, chat. Not that I'm monetized on YouTube. I am monetized here. I was just checking. I was just checking today and I made $15. The year that I've been here on Twitch, chat. I made $15 total. And I need $50 in order to cash out my first check on Twitch. That's not happening anytime soon. No, maybe, chat. I've been editing a lot more videos too. Makes me sick. The only reason why Kick is fine is because they pay more, but the creator are disgusting. Makes me sick, honestly. You're exactly right. Exposing videos. No, you're actually right. Like it's filled to the brim with Predator videos where people are like going on Omegle or like, yeah, Omegle, I think, right? Like the one where you kind of like cycle through random people and just talk to them and just ask girls to show their tits and their pussies for no fucking reason. Like, bro, like, you know, a lot of these kids are lying about their age. But yeah, I feel I'm like $7 away from 50. Hopefully I can get paid from Twitch soon. Yeah, dude, be nice, dude. You know, get that affiliate and then you get monetized. Yeah, I haven't streamed a lot, so, you know, but yeah, stop. I saw that one video and they're all underage. Yo, that's crazy. Jesus Christ, man.
And he remains silent.
Wait, are you affiliate? Damn boy, dude, congrats on affiliate. Or did I already say that? I probably already did. But yeah, gee, man, getting paid is great.
And Hank takes on the role of the pseudo lawyer, saying Johnny has no further comments. And they reach the bottom of the stairs and Hank yells profanities and swears at the people's parents. So I guess they're
Yo, W, damn boy, let's go, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it. Getting there, chat. You know what I'm saying?
just taking turns on crashing out. Last time it was Johnny who was just acting out in court. Now I guess it's Hank. But apparently they blunderingly walk into the underground level and are forced to come back up and walk through a crowd of anti-Johnny attendees. And then Ulrich apparently spoke Korean and told Johnny that he is terribly short. But Johnny didn't understand that, so he muttered profanities.
That's crazy.
In return, apparently. But again, thank you, Dr. Ulrich, for the transcription of what actually happened inside of the courtroom. But Johnny just continues to lie in court for no real reason. Everyone is already aware of how he's making his money in Korea. So why he would do this and just continue to lie, it's beyond me. But again, I would also ask the same question to basically 90% of the things he done.
I mean, why doesn't really matter at this point. I feel like I think it's not about why. I think it's subconscious. At this point, he's like a pathological liar where he just has to. right? He can't stop himself. That's it, right? Can't trust a word that comes out of his fucking mouth, you know?
None of it makes sense.
I saw one of those videos, yeah.
He's already admitted that what he's doing is not worth it. So I don't know why he continues to double down and double down and double down when he's already admitted.
He can't control it. He just can't control it. The way I see it is like he's drunk half the time, so he has no self-control. He's doing this shit over and over again, and he still thinks that he's immune.
Hey, this isn't worth it anymore. I'm not getting paid for this anymore. Okay, why are you still doing stuff to make your penalty harsher and to add time to your current 36 years of potential South Korean prison
That's
time?
crazy.
It's just baffling how stupid this is. I mean, especially pleading not guilty to something he live streamed himself doing. That's a bold move, especially when it's just gonna delay the inevitable sentencing and potentially give him a worse penalty if they do find him guilty for this.
Right.
So the next trial date, it's set for August. So if you want me to go there, drop a like on this video. But there's a little bit more to talk about today, because the YouTuber 15 Minutes of Shame, he's been posting
What else do we got though? This is how I learned about the Twitch thing. Oh, let me take a look at that later.
videos over the last
I do
couple of
wanna take a
days with
look.
clips from that stream that they did right after the trial day. And if I was gonna sum up the mood here, I would say that Johnny is still in this like in-between phase.
Now I gotta be honest though, like Johnny, like the willingness to do shit that he has been doing takes a lot of fucking guts, chat. I'll never be able to go outside and do the shit that he's been doing because I know that there are consequences. He just, I guess, ignored the consequences.
Phase of denial.
It is
and
what it is,
disbelief.
though, Chad.
And Hank is visibly hating his life with Johnny still living in a small apartment. Well, the first clip naturally isn't even about the trial, because Johnny is still he's just so interested in others talking about him and how the reaction is to him. He's more interested in that than his own freedom and trial. So
Yeah.
apparently he's just worried about how Asmongold is reacting to his content.
Honestly, it's easy content for him. The nigga sits there, he lets cockroaches crawl all over him, he drinks.
Like cockroaches crawl over. He's right. He's right. He's fucking rot maxing his fucking place.
More soda pop than water. Why am I calling it soda pop? But then he sits there, reacts to a Tozy video, and just says, "Oh, Johnny's cooked. Johnny's this. Oh my God, he's a da da da." What am I gonna? The narrative is changing. When a lot of these react to my videos now, like especially the Twitch stream.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's not just Johnny is cooked. Like Hank's pretty cooked too. Don't y'all think? Hank's pretty
Since they
cooked
changed
too.
the rule on Twitch that like you can watch banned Twitch stream. I'm a banned Twitch streamer technically. They changed the rule that you can watch banned Twitch streamers' content. A lot of these are laughing at the situation now.
Dude, people are laughing at how you will so willingly destroy your life for attention.
Yeah.
With basically zero upside.
And the crazy thing is, like, it's sure if you destroy your life at like 50 or 60s, like those people who shot their neighbors when they're like 80 years old, and you know they have cancer, they don't give a fuck. You know, yeah, I shot him. Fucking arrest me, bitch. I probably won't be here long enough for the trial. Y'all seen those? Like that is when you don't give a fuck. This guy's 24 years old, dude. He's not dying anytime soon. He's fucked, dude. He cooked himself. Like you gotta change his name, type shit, dude.
Other than attention. I mean, Johnny is trapped in South Korea for a long time. He's not making good money anymore, and he's forced to mooch off his friend Hank to get by. And clearly, all of this is really getting to Hank.
Hey, y'all got 3 more months of Johnny Somali freedom. Like, I don't. There is a lot.
bruh.
Like, they're gonna clip it. I already know these channels, and they're the niggas that keep me relevant, bro. I can stream once a month, and I'm still relevant. My name is getting millions of views on YouTube, and I don't even have to do nothing. The last time I
The
streamed,
crazy thing is, yes, his name is getting millions of views. He's not getting a dime out of those views. It's crazy.
it was 2 weeks ago. That's crazy power. That's crazy power.
Well,
Look,
yeah,
this
you're
guy
in
is-
the middle of an international criminal case. You're facing 36 years of prison time simply because you're a moron addicted to attention on the internet. When we first started covering him in Korea, he was basically only facing like a slap on the wrist. Because the first time he was detained, etc., that was about walking around with a rotting fish on the bus and shoving it in people's faces.
Jesus.
As
Okay, that's no.
we saw from the chart earlier, that was a
Like if you do that, that's actually still a crime in the United States. Stuffing rotting fish in front of people.
and or up to 30 days in jail, worst case scenario.
Okay.
As that charge is
Spend a couple
essentially the
months in there,
equivalent
it's
of a
fine.
misdemeanor. But I guess with the attention back on him from the commentary channels again, I guess he decides to just continue to act out in the worst way possible to keep videos being made on him.
The crazy thing is, I don't even think that if Johnny gets into jail, like, he would have a good time. I don't think he would have a good time, period. Like, I feel like some people is gonna know about this fucking dickhead in the prison, and they're gonna like spread that shit and be like, yo, Johnny is in our fucking cell block. He's in cell block A, you know, and he gets fucked up, and you know, people be paying off the guards, and you know, he gets booty clapped in the kitchen. He gets booty clapped in the toilet. Don't even wipe. Turn around. Don't even wipe. Johnny Somali, don't even wipe. That's it. Don't even wipe. Oh my god,
And now
bro.
he's facing 36 years in prison. Congratulations, you played yourself? Like, that doesn't sound like power to me. That sounds like a massive skill issue. Why'd you do that to yourself, dude? But he also revealed that allegedly someone from the U.S. Embassy came to his most recent court date.
I don't want to say nothing about the court, but
You can
let's just
see
say
he's
there was
skinny as a tweak. He's skinny as a motherfucking tweak, dude. Yeah, he's cooked. He's so fucking cooked, man.
somebody from the government at court today. That's not, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not private information. It's not private information. There was a representative from the U.S. Embassy at the court today. I'm just gonna put that out there. My country looking out for me.
Yeah, but he ain't saying shit though.
I'm a U.S. citizen of the day, and they know this is.
Why would you assume
Nah,
that they're doing anything but
They don't give a
monitoring
fuck
the
about
situation?
you.
Because again, he left his American life
Monitoring
at
the
home
situation.
in America. Unfortunately,
Oh
he
my
still
God.
doesn't seem to realize he's at the mercy of the South Korean judge that he is actively threatening on his streams. But this is what
He's like that guy that jumped over the North Korean border like a year ago, chat. I don't know, remember. This guy David King or some shit, he decided to join a tour while he's on tour in South Korea and jumped over the border to North Korea. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking about.
Hank has to say revolving a lot of the hate that Hank's been getting for supporting Johnny.
I get partially, okay? Partially, I understand why Koreans are upset at
Partially.
Ramsey. Because, yeah, but
I'm not scared to say my name. My name is Ramsey. I love
what
it.
did I do? Why are they targeting me?
They're gonna clip this.
Although
Be careful what you say.
Why are they tagging me?
No,
Okay.
just
Go ahead.
let me please say.
They're gonna clip this,
Yeah,
yes.
what did I do that was so wrong? So just because my friend, like, let's say my friend screwed up, then that means I should abandon my friend? Like that's not loyalty. Do you understand what loyalty is?
Okay, I do agree with Hank. What's a friend when it's convenient, right? That's the truth, right? What's a friend when it's convenient? The truth it is not, right? And he is sticking by his side. It's cool, but the thing is, he shouldn't have done that in the first place. He never was a good friend in the first place.
Dude, your friend didn't screw up. He's making an active decision every single day to make his own life and your life as miserable as possible to get a little bit of attention online. He didn't
That's
even
the point that he
accidentally
didn't
offend
see.
someone or accidentally commit a
Hank is a real one. I agree. Just a little bit like blind loyalty type shit, right? Like you're loyal for no reason, for no, like, what are you expecting at the end of it, you know?
crime, which puts you and your family in a position to have to pay for his legal representation. These are active decisions on his end as he continues to double down over and over and over again. You do not owe someone loyalty if they're actively destroying your life
That's
and
stupid,
damaging
Chad.
your relationship with your family, because friends don't do that. Johnny is definitely
Mm-hmm.
not your friend if he's doing all that to you.
I shouldn't. I'm getting all. I'm getting.
And he's still like digging deeper and deeper. Like, okay, sure. Like, okay, Hank is a real one, but the thing is, you got to understand that if I'm helping you, I expect you to also get yourself out of this mess. Not dig yourself deeper and deeper and threaten the judge and his mother and type shit. You know, what the fuck are you doing? You know, dig yourself out of this hole, not dig deeper. You know, didn't know that there's a basement for rock bottom. Jesus Christ. Right? And he's dragging Hank with him. I think the one thing that Hank doesn't see is that there needs to be some type of, I guess, like boundaries, even when it comes to loyalty and helping the person And it doesn't seem like Johnny wants to be helped, you know? Yeah.
Also punished by South Korea because of guilty by association.
He doesn't expect anything back. That's real loyalty. Yeah, that's true. That's true, because all videos we haven't heard it. Yeah.
Mom and my dad.
Don't talk about your family. Don't talk about your family.
Okay.
Don't get these animal.
But,
Don't get emotional on stream.
But anyway,
When I get emotional, I troll. Don't be
listen,
serious. Okay.
what did I do?
Just be careful.
Like-
I'm telling you.
Seriously, I didn't insult Korea. I didn't insult comfort women. I actually told Ramsey. I mean, I would have told Ramsey not to do it if he.
Chat. I know that he didn't do any of those things, but the fact that he's supporting Johnny Somali means that he supported those actions. Chat. That's the thing that Hank needs to understand when he's helping Johnny Somali. Like, it's not that you did those things. Yeah, sure, we know that you didn't do them. It's the fact that you're supporting the person that did do them that makes you kind of a villain. I respect you for helping a friend, right? What's a friend when it's only convenient? Obviously, right? You're a real one, but that doesn't mean that you should go that deep, right? He's in too deep at this point, I feel like, and he's crashing out. He's crashing out on stream. Look at him. Right? That's one thing he doesn't understand, though. All he said is, I'm going to bring a fish to your mom's house. That's it. Yo, for real.
He was gonna do it.
I did it before I met you.
He did it without my knowledge.
I mean, the more
I gotta disagree. Just because he helps him doesn't mean he supports it. Without him, he would be homeless and starving. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then also, I feel like the one thing I don't understand why Hank's helping him is that he still has to see that he's, he might not be supporting that, but like, you shouldn't dig yourself deeper just because he's your friend, right? Because I feel like Johnny Somali doesn't care about Hank. That's why I feel bad for Hank. Not that Hank is not a real one and that, Hank shouldn't help him. Hank is a great friend. Might be one of the best people that you can ever ask for to be in your life, chat. Truth, right? But the thing is, that doesn't mean that he should have. That's the thing, right? Should have, and it also ruins your life, right? And the public perception is bad. That's the bad thing, That's the. It's sad. It's hard to explain too, right? Public perception is hard to explain, right? Because we're not famous, right? We don't understand what Johnny Somali and Hank's going through, right? But fuck, dude. At the end of the day, man, like, I personally don't think that it's worth it for Hank to go through all of this, right? Especially people. How should I say this? People doesn't see him that way. Sure, we do. We think that Hank is a great friend, but not a lot of people do, especially in Korea. People might think that, oh shit, you're Korean and you're helping some other people to like attack your own country. You're even Korean anymore type shit, You have to look at it that way, right? You have to put yourself into somebody else's shoes instead of, coming from our own point of view, right? True, I think Hank could have helped him in a different way. If I was him, I would give him some for food and hotel, but not publicly associate with him. Exactly, right? There still needs to be boundary, right? And I think the one thing that Hank failed to do is setting that boundary, firstly, and secondly, letting Johnny Somali just keeps on getting more and more out of him. That's one of the things that Hank is not doing great at.
Hank talks, the more clear it is to me that Johnny is completely taking advantage of him. It seems like that Hank isn't really playing with a full deck of cards, so to speak. And to preface that, that's a complete speculation, as I don't know the guy. But I also feel like that kind of showed in that interview he did back with the LA-based Korean podcast a few months ago about him and Johnny being jumped. But also just by like scraping the surface of how Hank was banned from the United States and his previous online political stunts and things, it would seem that he has quite a pattern of antisocial behavior. So I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny is one of his only friends, which is likely why he's so loyal to him. But at the end,
that could also be it. Johnny might be his only friend, and he might be antisocial, and he might be trying to retain that relationship.
At the end of the day, like, people are upset with Hank for going along with all this and directly financially supporting Johnny and enabling this guy's behavior.
Enabling. That's the thing that matters. It's enabling, right? Like, if you give him money, you give him a reason to stay, and to keep doing the things that he's already been doing for a long time. And he's not changing either. You can see it. You can see it, right? That's why that's why people are calling Hank stupid doo-doo head, right? Because he was helping someone that doesn't deserve helping. That's eventually just going to track him down with him.
I don't want you to get charged and stay here alone. I'm already planning to get you a room for yourself. Like,
There's like a very one-sided relationship going on here too.
Yeah. So yeah.
And my understanding here is if he actually goes ahead and sponsors an apartment for Johnny, that's not him paying for it. That's his family paying for that. And it also seems
He's
like,
a student.
or well, he's admitted as well that his family hates Johnny. So why he would do that to his own family, that's questionable as well. Like if you're talking about loyalty here, why are you not being loyal to your own family?
That's
But meanwhile,
crazy.
Johnny is clearly very disappointed because, you know, he was hoping he was going to be able to leave after this court date.
It sounds like within a month though you could be out of here.
It is a possibility. It is a possibility.
I mean, like if everything goes well with the thing, then
It's only a
it
possibility
should
though,
just
chat.
kind of be resolved, and you should be able to. You've got your passport still, so you
It's
should,
right here.
yeah, you should be able to just kind of dip that.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Can you get out? You're like book a cruise or some shit and just get into international water and not give a fuck. Just dip out.
I mean, the big takeaway here is don't harass strangers in public for your live stream. That could save you a whole bunch of headaches. Clearly, as we know very well here on this channel.
Very
If you
true.
want me to go to the next trial, please drop a like on this video. And also, shout out 15 Minutes of Shame, Legal Mindset, and Dr. Ulrich Node for making this video possible. But other than that,
W channels, chat. This is a great video.
if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
I appreciate that, Atozi. Thanks for updating me. I'm not gonna lie. Johnny Somali getting booty clapped is always a great chat. But what do we think? What else do we think? What videos do we have? Bloodworm, while we're back to this one, we don't want to watch this one. This might be the last video, chat. Last video before we head off. We are 1 hour and 1.5 hour into our stream. I don't stream that much, chat. If I stream more, I might be able to grow faster. No. If I edit more videos, I'll be able to grow faster. One of the big problems is I don't edit enough videos. I think that's the big
Twitch
thing.
revenue is at an all-time low.
Oh yeah, this thing is cooked. I
Twitch
remember
revenue
that.
is
When is this? When did this video come out? 2 days ago? Shit. And it makes sense. It makes sense. Nobody is paying Twitch anymore. It's not
Twitch
reason.
revenue is at an all-time low. Is it really? Is this true?
This is how the Twitch ad revenue has gone.
Down the drain.
Ad revenue is an all-time low.
Damn. This is like that YouTube adpocalypse they had like a while back. I remember. I don't remember what happened. I only remember the adpocalypse, chat. Big ass man. I want to take a look at this real quick, and then we'll take a look at the Japanese murder case in a little bit.
And not down to zero. This is a little bit overdone, of course.
Not enough ad revenue.
This is a little bit over.
Chat, maybe I should start doing ads on Twitch. I feel like a spot, you know, bidding for an ad spot on Twitch might be a lot cheaper nowadays. Like like this video is saying.
It's not from. It isn't cut down to 10%, but it is down.
Fuck, dude, it made a lot of fucking money, dude. It made 25K last fucking month, chat. That's insane. That's from subscription and ads. 25K a fucking month. I don't even make that much money, chat. Well, I mean, I obviously don't make that much money. I want to get there. Right now, and yeah, he probably also has sponsor deals too, right? So probably make 50K a year or a month, chat. That's the money that you make when you're like up there, chat. This is insane.
I talked to Miskiff about it yesterday as well.
This is my graph.
And he said he looked at when he saw his dashboard, the ad revenue compared to before, it's so shit.
Oh, it's on Kick.
But that's good that we have Kick as well, that we can help us. Maybe that will.
So basically, we have. Let's see if I can pull it up. So this is the amount of money I get from ads every single week.
This is week? This is a month, right?
So on April 28th, I made $0 from ads. On the 29th, I made 0.03 cents from ads. On the 6th, I made 0.06 cents from ads. This one was really weird. On May 1st, I actually made $6 from advertising, which is crazy. $4 from advertising on May 2nd. May 3rd, we're all the way up to $8.
By the way, chat, my job, what I do for my job is basically building these type of dashboards for businesses, internal uses, not external uses. So, you know, this is my job. This is what I do for a living, chat. Like building these things.
$17 on Sunday, May the 4th. Crazy.
I made more from ads than him some days. Ain't no way. No fucking way. How? How the fuck did that happen, chat? You keep clicking that ad button is what you do, bro. Did you set your ads correctly, dude? You got like no fucking way.
And let's take a look at this here. $15 in ads. Now we're back again.
Jesus Christ, man. And chat, don't forget. Do not forget that Asmongold he's streaming to a consistently like 30 to 50k viewers, chat. And he plays one ad break should be worth a lot more than this, right? Well, technically he doesn't run ads, but if he does, technically it should be a whole lot more than
11
whatever.
cents for ads, 21 cents for ads, 10 cents for ads. Let's see here, 17 cents for ads.
Dude, chat, imagine we start making these type of money, dude. $263 from paid subs, $354 from prime subs, $848 from gifted subs. Chat, when are we gonna hit those numbers, chat? Yeah, I set it to the lowest, so the pre-rolls ain't on. So 3 minutes of ads per hour, I think. Ooh, see, that might be it. Asmongold is known to not put ads on his stream. Like he literally was not even affiliate until like Black Myth Wukong came out, I think. Because like if he wasn't affiliate or partnered, then he doesn't get the bandwidth he needs to actually stream the game, is what he said. I remember. But yeah. Like, Asmongold doesn't play ads on his stream. That's why he has such a low ad revenue. But yeah, like, if you set it to, like, 3 minutes, like, an hour, and if you stream, like, a lot, right? Like, sometimes 4, 5, 6 hours, and maybe, like, a couple days a week, yeah, your ads would be a lot more than whatever he's having, right? I personally, though, I stream 2 days a week, right? And then like only 2 hours, and I don't even play ads on my stream, right? I'm affiliate, but I don't play ads on my stream. I drag it all the way down to the lowest amount, right? Like fucking like no ads, and then you know, and if I need to take a break, then sometimes I do 8 to 10. See, that's the crazy part. I don't do the 8 to 10 hour stream, because for me, when I'm doing streams, y'all gotta understand, I'm reacting to shit. I gotta keep talking, chat. You know, maybe if I'm playing like Fortnite, you know, then it'll be more fun and just like chilling, but I react to stuff mostly. And well, I do play video games, right? But still, I have to like entertain, right? I don't have that much energy, especially with a full-time job. But yeah, like 2 hour stream that's like already a lot for me. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, if you do like 8 to 10 hours, right? And you're saying like 3 minute ad every hour, yeah, it get you, you know, get you up there with the ad revenue. But then obviously ads still not doing too good.
0.07 cents for ads. And they've also taken away my turbo payments as well.
And the truth is, right now I'm like really trying to focus on like just snipping stuff, making shorts, and cutting videos for my YouTube. I think my YouTube is way more important than my Twitch channel. That's what I think. Like if I ever want to make this type of fucking money, right? You know, either I go back and work for my mom, or like I'm gonna have to start posting like fucking 15 videos a fucking week. You know what I'm saying?
So for a while, I was getting paid a lot. Because I have a lot of viewers and tons of people watch me. So Turbo was getting aggregated in
40K a month. Chad, I want to make $40,000 a fucking month.
Let me explain how much money I would be making if I had advertisement turned on for this level of delivery. Okay.
Fuck, dude.
So I'm going to go ahead and just give you an idea about how much money this would have been, okay? All right, so we have 39,000.
That's crazy, dude. That's a critical mass too. Like once you hit a certain number, it just keeps on growing too. Asmongold got lucky and went viral. It's just you just have to post video until you go viral. That's it. I'm just gonna keep fucking doing that.
This is the amount of money that I made.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. All I do is Fortnite, and I'm not working now because I'm moving again. Ooh, you're moving a lot too. That's crazy, dude. I want to do reaction as well. I'm gonna get a cheap laptop or PC when I move. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Do that. Do that. I think the most important thing is probably a good microphone. That matters the most, and probably a webcam. That's what I think, right? People being able to hear you clearly is way more important sometimes than like the picture quality. You see people like fucking Tyler or like fucking Queso. They got shitty ass cameras. I got a shitty Logitech camera that technically says 1080p but probably upscaled type shit, you know?
This is the amount of money I would have made if I had ads enabled.
But reaction content is really hard because like you need to find your audience too, and you're like in one of the biggest category ever, right? Like just chatting. I think just chatting might even be bigger than like Fortnite because you got like a constant 400, 500k people watching. Fortnite probably 120k, you know, like people watching, right? It might be a little easier to find you on like if you're streaming Fortnite and you got a consistent like viewer base, but then you have a lot more followers than I do, so like, you know. I'm not an expert on this.
No,
I'm
I
just
know
doing
this
it
very well.
kind of like a side hustle.
I've streamed on Twitch for a long time.
He did?
Probably
Made a lot of
yes,
fucking
exactly.
money.
And so enable them wholly. Who cares? Per month? Yeah, this would be per month on this channel.
Yeah.
And so yes, exactly. It's a lot of money, and seeing it that much doesn't make me jealous. It makes me want to grind.
I have to get your advice when I look at buying PC. Oh yeah, sure, for sure, dude, for sure.
Grind harder. I mean, it
Let's
doesn't
do
matter.
that.
I mean, as long as listen, as long as you're making like, you don't need to make $1 million a month to be happy. If you make 100 to 200,
I'll be happy if I make 40k a fucking month.
$1,000 a year, you will start capping out on happiness. If you think, and if you're making $150,000 a year and you don't live in San Francisco or New York, right?
I live in San Francisco. I'm about to move back, dude. 150k is not gonna get me anywhere.
In an average city,
I'm fucking cooked.
And you are unhappy, and you're making $150,000, $200,000 a year, you probably will not be happier with more money. Just being honest.
Okay, chat. Like I live in a very, very high cost of living area, so you know.
Just being honest, like your problem is probably not money, and this is, by the way, a statistical wrong, guys. There is never, like, I have never been more right. That's not true. There have been a lot of times that I've been more right than this, even though this is statistically proven. But
yeah. One of the big thing about Asmongold is he doesn't enable ads. If he does, and he's right, if he does, like he would be making an extra 0 at the end of it. That's the crazy part. But though I don't think ads are good,
this is
because like they kind of like, if new people comes in and they see ads and then they see ads every hour, it's like, what the fuck, man?
Statistically observed and proven and phenomenon. You can research it and look into it yourself. There's a tremendous amount of diminishing returns once an individual reaches the amount of money where they have a...
He's correct, chat. That is actually one thing that you'll learn when you're studying economics. There's a heavy drop-off of diminishing return when it comes to a certain amount of money that you make. Once you make, I think, my friend told me, if you make more than $8,000 or, you know, $8,000 a month, you wouldn't have any other wants or needs, right? Usually like, it doesn't get you more happy if you make more money. Well, that might be true in like fucking like Philippines or some shit, but definitely not in the United States. But like technically it still holds true, right? 150k, 200k doesn't really change much if you live, you know, in like a middle cost of living place, right? But yeah, fuck, dude.
Enough money to effectively live a relatively, you know, worry-free lifestyle, right? And so that's it. So I used...
But then, like, I feel like being a streamer is fun and also easy, right? That's one thing that makes me want to like really do this.
To make tons of money off of Turbo. You guys
right?
see this.
Like work-life balance type shit. I wake up whenever the fuck I want.
Every single month. So let's take a look at how much money I was making from Turbo. I made $17,000 from Turbo last month.
That's crazy. What?
This month I have made $4. So if you go from $17, or sorry,
$17,000,
and you go from that to $4,
that's a 0.01%.
Are they still hiring?
Yo, for real,
geez,
dude.
guys, this might be me soon.
Nah. He made enough money to live forever. Probably for 2, 3, 4 generations, chat. But yeah, I think I'm done for this video, chat. What else do we want to watch? Anything else do we want to watch, chat? Do we want to go back to that idol getting stabbed to death video?
Oh no! Oh no! What is this? Where's my turbo money?
Where is that Mo going through? What do you mean? What's Mo? I am not too sure.
I don't know.
Dude, you stream so much. I didn't realize you stream like 8 to 10 hours a day, by the way, then boy. Like I stream 2 hours. I vote yes. Let's watch that. Yeah, this is we understand what's going on. 17K to $4. Someone's getting paid. Yeah. Somebody's getting fucking cooked, bro. Yeah, let's watch that. Let's watch the murder video. I do want to watch this one. But yeah, holy shit, chat. I was literally just looking at my statistics in terms of how many hours I have streamed since I started streaming. And the total of hours that I've streamed, like actual total, is only 102 hours. Like since like last year. And chat, don't forget that this month, May of 2025, marks 1 year of my streaming journey, chat. So like this is my 1 year anniversary, chat. Hooray! 1 year anniversary stream. I really appreciate everybody's being here too. But yeah, 8 to 10 hours on my Twitch side. Yeah. Damn, I got like $500. Dude, you started like at least like half or like 8 months, behind before I did. You streamed 5x more than I did. That's insane, dude. I can't do it. I personally can't. I can't do it. That's crazy, dude. Jesus Christ. I can only imagine though. But let's watch this, chat. Let's watch this. When did this happen? I started like 6 months ago. Exactly. That's insane. I started a year ago and I'm at 100 hours total streamed. Total stream, chat, by the way. You're at 500 hours and you started 6 months ago. That's insane, dude. That's like Jinxie type like commitment. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes I even take days off. Like last week I didn't even come on a Saturday, I think. I didn't come on Saturday. Right? Nowadays I only stream 2 days a week, chat. I'm trying to put most of my effort into like YouTube video editing. Because my shorts are doing pretty good. My shorts are actually getting like 2-3K views, right? So it's actually testing pretty good. I just need one of those shorts to fucking hit. That's it. Just fucking hit, dude.
An incident that has left an entire country.
But yeah, let's take a look at this, man. The story of the idol murder in broad daylight. Ai Mogami. That song has been playing in my shorts for the past like, fuck it, what is that? Ayumi-chan, hi, nani ga suki? Chocominto, nani mo nata. Y'all know that? Y'all know that song, chat? Nani mo nata. Oh my god, bro. That fucking song. Just check dashboard. I did 540. Fuck, dude. Someone clip that? Yo, bitch. Here, I'll clip that. Copied the clipboard. Yo, 543 hours is crazy, dude. Chat, I stream 4 hours a week, maybe max. Sometimes like 5, maybe 5 or 6 hours sometimes, maybe, right? Dude, like that, like extra 43 hours would take me 10 weeks to finish, chat. It would take me 10 weeks literally to do 43 hours of streaming. Legit, no lie. Oh my god. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start really streaming and start posting a lot of clips. What I'm thinking is also hiring. I make decent money, so I'm thinking of hiring some dude to start like editing videos for me instead of me editing all the videos. It fucking drives me nuts sometimes, But yeah. Yoni mo nata. Oh my fucking god. Let's take a look at this, chat.
An incident that has left an entire country in a state of absolute shock. On the 11th of March 2025, a 22-year-old influencer.
Yeah, get a cheap Indian editor. I feel that. Yo, that's what I'm thinking, dude. I was looking. I saw some Philippines editor. That was like $5 an hour. I was like, fuck, dude. It takes me half an hour to literally finish one short, right? Because it's literally just a clip. I'm just literally clipping whatever the fuck I already have, right? I just have to keep posting clips until one of these stupid fucking clips hit. That's it. It's chat, like legit posting clips is not about, like Queso might have gotten like very, very fucking lucky, like very lucky. And he's big. He's just funny dude in general, chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a good personality type shit. But like, he also got really lucky. His first video literally fucking hit hard. He got like 200 fucking K view on his first video, first ever video. That's luck, chat. Not a lot of people can hit that, you know? Sometimes it takes a while. Right? Like Jinxie streamed for like a good 1.5 or 2 years to one person. Makes sense.
Influencer by the name of Imogami was stabbed live on stream in broad daylight Japan.
Live on stream is crazy, though.
It's already quite rare to find a murder in this country, but what's even more rare is a violent crime of this nature where the victim gets stabbed over 30 times. So it's no wonder that people weren't just shocked, they were visibly confused. Everyone's asking themselves, how did this happen? What led this person to commit such a violent act? But the publications are asking themselves the same questions, with many Western ones like the New York Times not having...
Wait, I think I've seen this case, chat. I think I've seen this case where people were actually sympathizing with the killer because this bitch actually got what she deserved. Chat, I think I know this fucking clip, or not this clip. I think I know this case, chat. People were actually like, they actually felt bad. They actually felt bad for the dude who stabbed the chick. That's crazy. And is this the case that I was talking about? Yo,
any of the important details
that'd be crazy.
Reporting on it, making this out to be yet another parasocial case.
Gee.
Some even saying that it's another case.
It is. Fuck it is, dude. I think you're doing good numbers. You got like 15, 20 shorts over 10K views. You just got to keep grinding, broski. Yeah, I just got to keep grinding. I know my shorts would hit. And a lot of times, like, a lot of my shorts actually get that, like, retained view, right? Like, people actually finish the short. The problem is, I don't know why it never fucking actually hit the next level, right? I hit, like, okay, 2K, and then you get 10K, 15K. I never hit anything above that, which is kind of weird. Because I passed test, which is, like, what the fuck's going on? I can't side with a killer, but I can't feel bad for the girl. Like, you cannot expect this to happen. I remember I saw this case from a Chinese YouTuber, and he was literally talking about how the Japanese citizens were siding with the killer because of the shit that the chick was doing was absolutely fucking ridiculous, you know? I found your Twitch from shorts, to be fair, so you must be doing something right. That's what I think, too. That's what I think. I think my shorts are doing good, and I'm getting, like... The last 4 months, literally, I haven't been posting any shorts and I did not get any growth. I did not get a single new followers because I stream in just chatting and I'm like at the bottom of the fucking list. So no one would ever find my ass. But like, I started posting more clips and I'm getting like followers and I'm getting more subscribers again. You know, I just have to fucking do it. That's it. You know, I'm just too fucking lazy. I'm a lazy motherfucker. Chat, y'all know what I'm saying? And my shorts are good. I like my own shorts. I'm a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? But I hope y'all like them too, chat. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Case of misogyny, but it's not that simple. In fact, this incident goes back years. She knew the man and had a hand in making him...
See, it says ATM here, bro. Go get me money, bitch. That's what's going on.
Gradually lose his mind up until this.
That's crazy,
It
though.
doesn't get crazier than this, and we're gonna talk about everything from the beginning. So let's do this. So Irie Sato was a 22-year-old live streamer.
Fuck. Chat, I remember now. We're gonna finish this video though, but I remember now. I think this bitch was like playing hard to get and asking for money, and then the guy was like, yo, are you gonna pay me back? And then she just fucking ghosted him and, you know, never showed up again, and he decided to, you know, track her live stream. I think she was planning to do some special event, like, oh, I'm gonna stay in this specific train station for a long time. And the guy found the train station while she was live streaming and stabbed the fuck out of her. That's true. Like I saw you on my feed on YouTube. Yeah. But the thing is, my YouTube stream has like a very shitty thumbnail. Nobody ever clicks on them. You know, y'all are literally the only people who clicks on my shit, which I really fucking appreciate. Right? Like I think I do decently good content, but I don't make good thumbnails or good titles to actually attract people to come watch my streams, which is a big problem. I need to start doing that. And honestly, I'm thinking of stopping like horizontal stream. I'm thinking of just doing like vertical stream because I post so many like short form videos, chat, you know? But back to this whole ordeal. Chick getting stabbed to death, probably deserved it.
Who went by the name Imogami online. The website she used to stream was whowatch.tv. Japanese people typically call it Fuwatch. She was very active on there and was one of its top performers. Before passing away, she had reached around 2,600 followers, which is apparently really big for this website. Her main area of expertise was just chatting streams, talking to her chat and interacting with them. Sometimes
Isn't that what I fucking do, chat? That's all I fucking do. Yeah, Twitch discoverability is terrible. Oh, you tell me that. You know, so far, I think I've only had like 1 or maybe 2 people that has found my stream from like recommendation. And even then, I was playing video games in other like categories, chat. Like, I think one of the big thing that you really want to grow, you play a lot of games people like. You're right. And sometimes, I gotta be honest though, a lot of times people really prefer me watching YouTube videos. Actually, maybe we'll watch this video. I kind of want to talk to you guys about this type of shit, you know? I enjoy talking about this. I don't know if you guys want to hear me talk about this, but I like talking about this. But yeah, you're right. I probably need an editor for real. I don't know if you guys do editing. If you guys get 50K views, I'll pay you $50 for every 50K views you get. Chat? No, that's a lot. I'll pay you $50 for a 100K view. How's that? How do we feel about that? Honestly, a lot of my videos are literally just clips. But you're right. I do play games people like. Like I've been playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. You said Cooker finished it. Cooker left, but he finished it. But I don't know, Dan Boy, you heard that game? Like Claire Obscure? Oh my god, that game got me fucked up. But it's so good. So fucking good. But the thing is, when I play, seems like a fair deal, yeah. But the thing is, when I play video games, none of y'all motherfuckers show up again. Y'all are like gone. So like, I don't play video games anymore. Chat. One other thing for me is that I originally wanted to start streaming because I wanted to play more video games because I don't have time to play video games. And I thought to myself, like, wouldn't it be great if my side hustle allows me to play video games night and day? And then it turned into this whole thing where I'm like making videos on YouTube videos and reacting, and I rarely really actually play video games. I mean, I did play Black Myth Wukong. I can actually make an entire series out of that. I do have, you know, the VODs stored in my old computer, which is just over there. I can actually turn it into a server, and I'm thinking of doing that. But yeah, you know, seems like a fair deal. Yeah. I've been going on like fucking Fivers and Upwork, just like looking for like VOD editors, and I'm thinking of like paying some Filipinos, some fucking Pakistanis or some shit, just have them edit like 50 videos for me every fucking month, you know? Fears to Fathom is popular too, so people will watch that often. You're right. Somebody followed me when I was playing Fears to Fathom, the other one, when you were here, Alok, I was playing with Mikey Boy, fucking our op, remember? A Let's Play series would be good. I will watch that shit on YouTube. You're right. Right now, I make a lot of reaction videos, and I haven't been cutting a lot of my like gameplay videos together yet because I haven't been playing a lot of video games on stream. But I'm thinking of doing that more soon, right? So, but there's no new games right now, dude. Like fucking Dooms. I played so many Doom games that I don't feel like playing another one, chat. Right now, I'm playing like Final Fantasy VII Remake, you know, the action remake one, which is pretty fucking good. But like, I felt like I really should have streamed Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I'm playing that right now, and that game is so fucking gas, chat. Y'all don't understand. It's like one of the most gas game I've ever fucking played. 30 fucking people, 30 devs built this shit in a fucking cave, chat. Y'all ever seen that shit? No. Nah, bro. Game of the year, that ass. You see there's gonna be an Elden Ring movie? That would be insane. That would be absolutely insane. I would watch the fuck out of that thing. But then they're like different species. You know, how do you make a movie out of that? That'd be crazy. Yeah. I think the best way to actually grow is probably play games that has a decent amount of viewers, but not like a whole lot, right? Or like fucking hogging viewers from big streamers, right? Like say if Queso is streaming a very small game, you know, say, you know, Thursday night, say a new game came out called Thursday Night and nobody has ever heard it and Queso is streaming it and he's literally the only person with 60K viewers in that entire category, you know, people will start streaming that game in that category, hopefully to capture the audience that was watching Queso's stream, you know? They confirmed the movie in the works 100%. Yo, for real, I'll be watching that shit. For real. But yeah, like, or like video games like Fears to Fathom all out, like you said, right? Like people, it's a short game, right? So sometimes people want to watch it's more of a reaction game for streamers, right? So if I'm streaming in that category and some big streamer finished and like the top streamer has like 20 people and I'm like one of the top, you know, in the top 2 lines with, you know, a couple people watching, people would not naturally want to come into my stream, right? I was streaming like The Walking Dead, right? Like fucking a good year ago. And a lot of shorts. I actually had a lot of shorts on that when I was streaming that game. But yeah, like fuck, dude. People were coming in and I met some new people. Like Boba Tea game he played not too long ago. Like after he played it, I saw a bunch of people play it after. Exactly the fuckly, right? Like Queso just brings in people, right? I don't know why. I personally didn't find his humor that funny. Because it's more just like crashing out, right? But then I'm also like an 18 plus streamer type shit, you know, like a lot of my viewers. The shit that I talk about usually is 18 plus, and the people that watches my stream usually doesn't really understand what the fuck I'm talking about unless they're at a certain age, right?
She'd do these creative challenges, going outdoors or talking to strangers. But in a nutshell, for her, it was all about her community. And speaking of community, this is where
that's the community. This is the community right here, Chad. This is the community.
Fuck. A 42-year-old man who had found her stream and really liked her personality. He had found her in December of 2021 and very quickly started to donate money to show his support. At his peak, he was donating over 100,000 yen a month.
Fuck, dude, 100,000 yen? 100 yen? Oh, actually, 150 yen right now is $1. 100,000 yen is $1,000 a month, I think.
That is not a small amount of money today.
The worst photo for him? I don't think there's any good photo of him leaking around, dude. He literally just have his top, like, I still have hair. I'm happy that I still have fucking hair. I'm like hitting my 30s soon. But like that dude has no hair, bro. He had a receding hairline. He was donating to a fucking. He's simping for a bitch. He's simping for Pokemon on another platform, chat.
Being $674, but back then when the yen was stronger, it was closer to $1,000 per month.
It's about $1,000 exactly.
Eyes attention because
back then it was easier because it's 100 yen to $1, so you literally just divide everything by $1,000, 100,000 yen. Right nowadays, it's a little cheaper, right? About like $700.
Time she wasn't a full-time streamer yet. She was still working at a restaurant.
After
having donated over 400,000 yen to her.
By the way, next game that we're gonna stream is going to be Elden Ring Night Rain. That game's coming out in a week, chat. We're gonna stream that game next week. I don't know if you guys want to be here. When I play games, you guys are not here, but like that's gonna be what we're playing. I'm gonna be playing with my friends and my brother. And that's gonna be a dope ass stream, chat. But yeah, like I want y'all to meet my friends and my brother, and I kind of want to bring them on, and I'll start streaming a little bit more games after we finish like reacting and shit, you know.
In the first few months of 2022, I decided to reach out to Takano directly and message him on the Line app. This is when they would first get in touch. For both of them, this was the beginning of the end. This is when their problematic relationship would start to take place. And now we have access to these conversations because they leaked.
It's public.
On September 2022,
hey, we got a translated version.
Start to ask him to lend her money directly, not through tipping on the street.
Can I ask you something seriously? What is it? I'm sorry, but I forgot my wallet when I went to work yesterday, so I'm really strapped for cash. I'll give it back to you when I go get it tomorrow or the day after. Okay, so the thing that you see right here is that this is an actual borrowing. One of the big thing that I remembered about this case vividly is that, you know, donation's donation. Like, he never asked for the donation money back. The thing that he asked back for is the money that she borrowed, right? Right here, she said that she's going to give it back. She never did. That's what pissed him off. You know, reason why parasocial relationship starts, exactly. And this is crazy. Like, where are you going to find this bitch to pay you back in the first place, dude? Random person on Twitch ask you for money. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Stream directly to her bank account. One of the first examples of this was her saying that she forgot her wallet at her job.
I'll try to be there. The only reason I miss streams is because of the time difference. Yeah, it's super late, dude. I know, I understand that. I'm just whining, chat. I'm just a whining little bitch. Sometimes I whine a little bit, you know, like everybody knows me about that. But, you know, hey, no worries, man. If y'all got life going on, dude, life's way more fucking important. Especially Dan Boy, dude, you gotta move, man. You got shit going on. So, like, dude, I'm just fucking, like, whining. That's it. But yeah, like, dude, like, obviously a stream cannot survive if only one person is watching. You know, like, I don't get a lot of viewers. So at the end of the day, I'm going to have to, like, post a lot more shorts in order to gain more followings, right? It's the end of the day, you know, like, I'm just whining.
And that she's really strapped for cash, saying that she'll pay him back.
This is crazy. I'll give it back. I'll give it back is the keywords here,
as
Chad.
soon
Don't
as
forget.
the next day or the day after. She also specified, I want the money transferred to the cash card I have at home, preferably right now. This was at 7 p.m. on September 8th, 2022. Within a minute, Takano responded, can I just transfer it now? Asking how much do you need? And her saying that she needs a few tens of thousands of yen. But this was only the beginning. And guess what? Even though she said that she was going to repay him the day after or the day after that,
She never
didn't.
did.
She only kept asking for more. Not even 6 days after saying that she had lost her wallet and
I personally feel like this should have been reported as, like, fraud rather than turn into a physical crime.
needed a few thousands to last her for the next day, she went
This is
ahead and
insane,
asked for
dude.
another 20,000.
Not gonna lie, I can't pity him because I don't know why you think you can just give money to someone you don't know. You're absolutely right. Especially for someone that's parasocial and never planned to meet you in the first fucking place. That is actually kind of stupid. I get that why people sympathize with him, but then some of the things that he did was pretty fucking stupid, right? Why are you simping for someone that you will likely never met, right? And even like when he was stabbing her, right? He had to like fucking track her the fuck down. She was doing like a special event where she had to stay at specific locations, like specific train stations, right? She can't go anywhere, right? And like just found her and just stabbed the fuck out of her, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like there's no way this shit is random. This is premeditated as fuck, dude.
But she wouldn't take no for an answer. He said he couldn't do it with his card, and then she was like, well, what about a direct transfer from your bank account then? And Takano would always find a way. She would do this almost every week for a while, right? Here asking for 50,000 yen. The amount would always keep going up. And the
That's
excuses would get
500,
crazier.
chat.
Like, for example, this is a bad translation, but
300.
this is her pretty much saying that her sister's pregnant and she can't take care of the baby, so she needs money to help her. And still, Takano would send her money. And
Actually,
around
I'm
11
pregnant
months after
now? What the
starting-
fuck, dude? Thank you. After big sister abandoned one child, abandoned the other two. So I gotta take care of them. Run away. Actually, I'm pregnant now. What the fuck, dude? How do you go from there? No, you pregnant, you want me to... Who's baby daddy? Why am I paying for that shit? What the fuck's going on? Yo, chat, y'all take a look. Legit, I ain't joking about this, man. Abandoned one child, abandoned the other. Actually, I'm pregnant now. Who the baby daddy, dude? Why you asking me for money? What the fuck, man? Major reason why I think people feel bad for him is because they do the actual same thing. You're right. People are so fucking lonely in Japan. Like, they actually put themselves into his shoes and think that it's actually a normal thing to do.
money to help her.
They felt bad for him.
Takano would send her money. And around more than a month after starting to ask him for money, not only did she keep insisting, things started to get very disturbing. Takano would send Ai a message saying, I'm worried. And this was in relation to his financial situation after giving her so much money. So she responded by saying, hey, where did you get the money from? And here's what he had to say. This right here is a bad translation, but what he's saying is Eiffel and Raiku, two of the biggest and most well-known loan companies in Japan. This...
No way, bro. I'm worried. Oh no, man, you should have been worried a long time ago, man. What the fuck, dude? Not the people who feel bad and blames them both, but the people who are completely on his side. That would be a little stupid, right? At the end of the day, I don't condone violence in any shape or forms. Show you guys what the fuck he said here, chat. I'm worried. Where did you get the money from? Eiffel and like fucking obviously like loan companies. Cooked, dude.
This meant that Takano had been taking on loans to send her money whenever she would ask because she was asking so consistently and he didn't have a stable job. So what does she respond with? She says, I want you to borrow from another company different from Eiffel and Reiku because I need 50,000 yen right now, arguing that she has loans to pay. So she saw that he was indebted to two different credit companies and
he is indebted right now and she is asking him for more money from debt companies in order to pay her debt. She's really bad for this. She's not even good at doing it. Like, I'm so confused. I feel like the guy was like grade A retard in the first place, right? Like, nobody would ever fail for this shit. Like, if a streamer texts me, or I don't care if you're big or small, if a streamer texts me that she needs money, bro, I'm blocking you. What the fuck are you doing? Dude's like, no problem. Give me your bank number. I'll just send it right over. No, block. Block is not even your girlfriend. I don't even do that shit for my girlfriend sometimes, chat. Like I have no problem spending money for my girl, right? For my hoes, right? Like not for my ex anymore, obviously, but you know, like this is another level. You're spending money for someone that you don't know. You know? Shit, dude. We got reflective Mingo. Appreciate that, Dan boy. Thanks for the ban. Oh my god. He's so native too, though. Naive. Yep, you're right. I probably think it's a scam, actually. You're right. Absolutely right. I would have been like, what the fuck? It's a scam number. There's no way this shit's real. How did she get his contact to begin with? Dude, if it's parasocial as fuck and the dude is like simping hella hard, I wouldn't think... He might have been her mods. Chat, you never fucking know. I wouldn't be surprised that she she asked for his number and be like, oh, maybe I can fucking defraud this guy or some shit, you know?
Instead of saying, you know what, you should stop, she asks him to get indebted to a third company too. And this is when he reveals something even more disturbing. He says, it's really tough. In fact, soon it will be revealed that I lied and borrowed it. So to get the loan, he had to fake his income and other details about his employment. And again, this was her chance to say, you know what? Let's lay off this. I'll find someone else or I'll find another solution. No.
Damn, dude. He's about to be charged with fraud. That's why he's scared.
She pulls down and says, I looked into it. And it turns out that if you have a job that qualifies you as a self-employed person or you're receiving the money in a tax-friendly way, you can still borrow the money even if you can't prove it, so it wouldn't be a lie. And then he specified very clearly, I lied about my annual income and working hours. But the conversation still goes on and she keeps insisting, even if you don't have your personal...
Chat, now if you ask for my contacts, I know what's gonna happen. Chat, like I'm either getting some pussy. Okay, the best that I can do is like, okay, let's go out, let's come out and have dinner, have like first date, right? And I'll buy you dinner. I'll be a gentleman and, you know, obviously I'll pay for the date, no problem there, right? But like texting me without even meeting me and be like, yo, I need $300, bro. Can you like just send it to my bank account? And the fact that he did it, what the fuck, dude?
Information registered as a regular employee,
he's
can
cooked.
Still pass the screening, and it's often impossible.
Yeah, at that point, he knows he's cooked too. Like,
able to confirm, so there's no way they'll find out if it's true or not. I went through because I couldn't confirm it. So I want to point out the fact that she was an expert at this, as if she's done this multiple times before. Jesus. Even a financial advisor wouldn't know all this. So it does beg the question, Was he her only victim at this point? We still don't know. He also states that he's been ignoring the credit companies and that he'll probably be getting a lump sum bill because he's been ignoring them. Also specifying that the billing address that he put was his parents' house. So his entire family was implicated at this point, but she just didn't care. He says, I'm getting scared of lying to borrow money now. And then she says, there's nothing I can do. I did it once.
God.
Then Takano says, so whatever happens, happens. So at this point, yeah, you might be asking yourself many questions. Why is this guy doing this? Well, look, from all the text messages that leaked, he wasn't perverted. He never asked for any nudes or anything weird.
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing?
It seemed that he just really liked watching her streams. She reached out to him for help, and he just couldn't say no. But even if he wanted to say no, she was very good at emotionally manipulating him, as evidenced by these messages. Look at this. He tells her in the beginning of November 2022 that he had applied to Raiku, right, the credit agency, to get more money to gift to her. She replies with, yeah, with this emoji. Takano then says, I hope I can borrow it, with a cute emoji. 15 minutes later, what does she reply with? She says, I want to die if I can't borrow money. Takano says, don't say that. I replies with, I want to do it. So this is complete and utter emotional manipulation.
Oh my God.
This is disgusting.
Just fucking die then, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Shit, dude.
But obviously, it gets worse. He falls asleep briefly for around more than an hour. He says, I fell asleep. Then says, I stay alive. Then she says, Takano, I can't live without you. Then he replies with, I'm happy. Me too, I can't live without you. And then Megami finishes off the conversation by saying,
oh my God, dude. I don't get it. Like, I can't live without you means that you want to come to my place and fuck like day and night, not texting me that you need money from me, dude. Like, that's not it. Nah, bruh. She actually has soon to be husband in this. She's fucked in this too. She's not making him do this either. It's his fault, and that's the problem. It's not black and white. He technically, yeah, you're right. He has a choice to not do it. That's why I'm not technically standing on his side. But I understand the reason why people would want to stand on his side. To be fair to her, don't hate the player, hate the game. She a hustler. For real, dude. It's his fault. It's his fucking fault for simping and defaulting on his loans and lying on his loan applications. You can't blame other people for that, right? You're the only person that is stupid enough to believe something a streamer says to you, right? A streamer says, I can't live without you without even ever seeing you or kissing you or like telling you I love you or like, you know, just physical touch. There's nothing. Nothing. You know, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing?
Thank you as always.
I feel like the guy was trying to not be creepy, but he was definitely 100% hoping for something out of this. No way he isn't. Most guys are.
Yeah.
Most guys are. Even I am.
It's crazy to assume that Takano might have thought that she was into him, that she, I don't know, appreciated him as more than a friend. Maybe that's what he was hoping for, but he never really expressed that in text messages. He was just always happy to help. But then, Takano's fantasy was cut short when the creditors came knocking. He had given her over 2.5 million yen, and back then that was over $20,000, with 1 million yen out of those 2.5 million being from creditors. So around the end of January 2023, he started asking for his money back, at least gradually, not all of it at once. Saying,
okay, hey, now he playing smart. Now he's like, bro, like, give me my money back, bitch. The fuck? He's 40 years old. He should know better. But then you gotta understand, when you've been lonely for 40 years, you do shit that you don't know that you're gonna do, chat. You never know, chat. Have you ever seen the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin? I mean, okay, he's a bad example, but a lot of 40-year-old, especially people who watches like simping streams, come on, man. He's obviously a lonely motherfucker that doesn't know how to distinguish right from wrong.
Please start to pay me back. I replies with, sorry, can it be 2 days instead? He says, well, okay, fine. Just please.
I gotta smoke some weed, chat. Redeem that Zaza, boy. Smoke some weed, boy. Let's keep watching.
On the 2nd of February. Then on the 2nd of February, he says, please deposit. What's going on? You said on the 2nd, so I moved it to the 2nd. The next day, he says, please give me the money back.
Damn, ghosted.
You're not going to pay me back anymore? Imogami then replies, this is a really bad translation. What she actually said was, no, I am going to give it back. And then Takano says, is that so? This is when she would pretty much ghost him. She would not reply to him anymore. 6 days later, Takano says, I'm barely making ends meet, so unless you transfer the money, I won't be able to pay anything in advance. Please transfer the money. A couple days later, I guess I won't get my money back. A few days later, are you willing to refund the money?
Damn.
Nothing. He was just talking to a brick wall. But of course, for him,
oh my god, for this guy though, chat, I don't like the narrator said he isn't being creepy or asking for nudes in this. Doesn't matter if you're giving. It doesn't matter if you're giving her this money, you definitely want some. You're exactly right. You're exactly saying what I was saying, bro. Like, no guy would give out something for no fucking reason, dude. I'm not giving out for no fucking reason. I went out a couple dates with a girl, right? I paid for every single one of those fucking dates. It don't matter, dude, because I'm a gentleman, right? I asked her, oh, do you want to, like, actually be my girlfriend? Do you want to make this exclusive? She said no. I stopped fucking talking to her. Right? I'm not gonna fucking dig myself a bigger hole. She was one of the hottest girl I've ever fucking known, chat. She was one of the hottest girl I've ever fucking dated. I'm not gonna lie, she was from Taiwan and fuck, dude. Like, hot as fuck, but like, you know, it didn't work. It didn't work. We just doesn't match. And I was like, fuck this, you know, I'm not gonna pour my heart into this. She liked my photos like a week after the last date. I was like, fuck it. She. Holy shit. Woo! Fuck that weed. God damn.
Only got worse. Not only were the creditors after him, but he was witnessing her live stream and get a lot of money from live streams, while at the same time celebrating the fact that she had found a fiance.
No fucking way. God. Fuck. The new weed got me fucked up. Yo, chat, new weed got me fucked up. God. The chick is getting married? What the fuck?
That she was about to get married and that they both were living in a high-rise apartment together, meaning that she was financially well off, and yet he hadn't seen a single cent return.
That's crazy, dude. That's fraud. That's scam, chat. Hold off. I got this. Turns out I don't got this. Okay. Let's do it.
Learned from her. Takano was very frustrated, understandably, and losing a lot of hope. But
he's sweating. Sweating balls right now.
Interestingly enough, he sought to resolve this legally. He had lent her money, he was in big financial trouble, but in 2023, he sued her in order to get his money back. And in December of...
God, dude. I gotta smoke more. Haven't smoked enough. What I don't get about these simps is why they spent so much on a girl when hookers are way cheap. Oh my fucking god, dude. Tell me about it. Like, it's literally like cheap as fucking Japan to find a hooker on the street. Sometimes it's free because they need a place to stay. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy, dude. Feeling lonely? Go fuck around. There's literally an entire street in Tokyo. Dude, I can't hold my weed in, chat. Can't hold my weed, chat. That's not good. You can literally rent a girlfriend there too. Just get one. You're exactly right. And then there's this whole street in Japan where there are a bunch of young girls just lined up, right? Because they got nowhere to go. these people are technically homeless. These girls are technically homeless, and they're literally out there flaunting their body, hoping somebody would bring them back home so that they have a place to stay for the night, right? A lot of these people usually like they usually came from like broken families, and like their family like took their IDs, so they can't like book a hotel, or like they can't go find a job or something. And a lot of these girls, the only way for them to survive is to literally stand in like that on that street and like, you know, dress like very exposedly like prostitutes, and then they flaunt their body to guys that are walking on that streets, right? Like people that got off work, tourists and stuff, right? So you see a lot of like white people, Chinese people, you know, people in suits walking on that street and just talking to girls and be like, oh, you want a place to stay, you can come over, but you know, obviously you're gonna have to put out, chat. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a similar street in Amsterdam. Oh no, I've been there too. I've been to Europe. I've been to Amsterdam, the red light district. Oh my god, that I was. By the way, I was like fucking 15, 16 maybe. Imagine the shock that you get when you see a bunch of beautiful, beautiful blonde women sitting in glass doors, behind glass doors, flaunting their body, just looking at you. And it's completely legal. And Amsterdam, you can smoke weed in Amsterdam. Well, I mean, I didn't smoke weed in Amsterdam, but like, fuck, dude, I was 15, 16. Bro, like, yo, my eyes were on, dude. Yo, I was happy, chat. I'm gonna tell you, dude. And another death on cam, bro. Yeah, for real. God, dude, the weed's hitting hard, dude. 40 euros well spent. Is that fucking cheap, dude? I have to go back to Amsterdam, dude. I heard somebody said that like I read on Reddit, somebody said that the best sexual experience that he's ever had was literally seeing a very, very beautiful blonde woman in Amsterdam, like the red light district. Went in, paid $50 or 50 euros, and had like literally one of the best nights or best like fucking 10 minutes that he's ever had. I don't believe anybody will be able to hold it in, chat. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to go back. What happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam, chat. You know what I'm saying, chat?
Of 2023, he actually won the lawsuit. The judge had ordered her to
10 minutes. Do you think you think you can last longer than 10 minutes in Amsterdam? When people literally have like perfect hourglass body and they're just perfect blonde with fucking blue eyes. Like, you think you can last more than 10 minutes, chat? Let's just be fucking honest real quick. Let's just be freaking honest real quick, chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a guy, so yes. I see. 10 minutes might not be long for a girl then. I can last a lot longer. Just saying, chat. Just saying, right? Yeah, is that cheap, bro? I had bitches trying to drag me in. It's wild out there, bro. For real, dude. Amsterdam be out here, and also like I know in Germany, like brothels are completely legal too, right?
Everything.
That's something. Dude, seriously, like prostitute is the oldest profession in this world, chat. 5 seconds longer, JK. Fuck, dude. I can go like 20, 30 minutes. Why not?
Thing he's lent her.
Fuck the brains out of everybody I meet, you know?
So 2.5 million yen with an interest rate of 3% per year from December 8th, 2023 until the payment is made. So the
200. Wait, hold on. What? Sorry, I missed the whole fucking thing.
He was in big financial trouble, but in 2023, he sued her in order to get his money back.
Okay, he sued.
In December of 2023, he actually won the lawsuit.
And he won. He sued and won.
Lawsuit. The judge had ordered her to pay him back everything he's lent her, so 2.5 million yen, with an interest rate of 3% per year from December 8th, 2023 until
3% is not that much. 3 point is not that much, chat. Like, considering that a lot of like fucking federal interest rate in the United States is 4.25. Dude, it's not a lot.
Is made. So the court fully sided with Takano. He was completely in the right because at the time he had no stable income and was living in poverty. So obviously him winning that lawsuit.
Bro, living in poverty? And donating $1,000 to a chick that you would never meet in real life is fucking crazy, chat. Is that the type of people that watches Pokimane? Is that the type of people that watches Pokimane and be like, oh shit, I gotta donate my fucking life savings, dude? What the fuck? Is that why people like that is so rich? What the fuck? 3% better than a bank loan? Dead ass, bro. She winning for real. Yeah, you're exactly right, dude. You're exactly fucking right. Wouldn't his parents lose the house? From what I know, that if the court sided with you, technically you can go to like the cops and you can go to the bank and you can put a lien on their property in the United States. You know, for us, technically in the United States, if you don't pay somebody, they can put a lien on your house. They can garnish your wages, right? They can like freeze your account and just take it right from there, because those money technically aren't yours, right? Those money are legally bolt guys' money, chat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he still has to pay. He still has to pay back to the loan companies that he made the deals with. So he still came out short the other end.
It was a relief. At least it seemed that way until he realized that it didn't really change much. Imagami would start to reference this lawsuit on stream sometimes in a passive-aggressive manner, saying things like, I borrowed money and I'm going to court. Or the comments from a certain individual saying, give me my money back, were so awful that I blocked him using the block function. She would even say that all she had to do was pay back all the money to get rid of—
Damn, she making content out this shit too. That's just disrespectful.
This lawsuit in a nonchalant tone, as if it wasn't a big deal. The reality of these two could not be more different. In the court records of this lawsuit, Takano had said, I had feelings for her and wanted to help her if she was in trouble, and there she was nonchalantly saying, yeah, I guess I just have to pay it back. Additionally, since Takano watched her streams regularly, he understood that she was making a lot of money through tips and donations. She had a platinum badge on FuWatch, which meant that she was one of the platform's top streamers.
Top streamer, top earner, chat. Being an influencer is not easy. She got drips though. Gotta give it to her. Yo, for real. Yeah, I like her. Bad personality though. Bad person right here, chat. But then the guy was also dumb as fuck. Bad people and dumb people, I guess they're kind of perfect for each other. They both deserve what they got at the end of the day.
There are multiple—
That's the way I see it. Is that the universe kind of just like corrected itself in this specific case right here, where the bad person ran into the dumb person that is not contributing to society, and then they kind of just mutually destruct. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this worked.
Well, ranks on this website, right? And typically when you get to the point where Imagami was—
I'd say this is like mutually assured destruction, right? Like, you know, like you push me to the edge, I'm gonna fucking track you down with me. Like, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen?
You're making a monthly income of 300,000 to 400,000 yen in donations. And still, he was seeing nothing. Even though the court had ordered her to pay him back, he was not seeing a single cent. But obviously, the salt in the wound did not end here. She had a Twitter account that is private, so we don't know much about it. But some people found another Twitter account of hers that was fully about poker, with the first post she had posted on this account being her holding a bag full of chips worth 542,000 yen. So that could explain where a lot of Takano's money might have gone. So at this point, Takano felt completely cornered. He had tried to help someone who he really liked, getting indebted to 2 different companies and living in poverty. And even though he had gone through the legal means of getting his money back, nothing had changed, and he was seeing the same woman who scammed him and played with his feelings continue to stream and thrive, making a lot of money monthly. Eventually, during the year of 2024, something had cracked in him, and in 2025, he made up his mind. He sent her one final message on March 7th, 2025, blaming himself for falling in love and being deceived.
It was my fault for falling in love. Okay, that's why he fell in love a little bit too easy, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god.
And asking her one last time, please give me my money back. I'm in the negative because of the consumer loans I borrowed to lend to you and I can't live. Asking, can you somehow pay me back at least 10,000 yen, which is not even like $100.
When did this happen, chat?
That he'd been taking a lot of pills recently and had been sleeping all day because of how depressed he was. But of course, he was ignored. 4 days later, Imagami had gone live, streaming around the Shinjuku area. Takano saw this, recognized the area, and decided to go
chat.
Pay her a visit. He took Oyama Station, which was the closest to him, and rode close to 2 hours down to Shinjuku. She was initially streaming around the Takanadobaba station, but then made her way down to the Shin Okubo station. So he took the metro and he followed her. This is a map that kind of tells you how it happened. He started here, he went down here.
This is the hunter and the hunter and the prey.
She kept walking this way, and so then he followed her that way too. And that's where the incident took place. Eventually, he was able to make out where she was streaming from, so he made his way to her tripod setup.
He didn't stream sniper. He stream stabbed her. Holy fucking shit, dude. Golden. That's goated. That shit is goated. He did. He fucking stream stabbers, dude.
Multiple times,
Oh my
repeatedly,
God.
violently, with a blank look in his eyes. The knife he had used was 13 centimeters in length. He showed up with a backpack, and there were 2 other knives in there as well. He had stabbed her over 30 times in the neck, in the chest, in the shoulder, and initially she was screaming help, but then went silent. And I mean, think about that for a second. 30 times, just doing the same motion over and over again.
Who the fuck's gonna help you at that point? Oh, fuck. I don't want to get stabbed. You're on your own. By the way, you're probably too far gone.
That's not normal, right? None of this is normal. This is very violent, and the fact that he had a very blank stare made it worse. In fact, he
my
kept
God.
talking to her as she was laying on the ground. At that point, the screen was completely black. You could hear sirens in the background, and you could also...
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Help, not gonna lie, I don't like the wording this guy's using. Maybe she was in debt, but he knew she has a large amount of money coming in from donors from the streams. Can't favor either, but they're both stupid. No one who killed someone is sane. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. The fact that he started giving her money for absolutely no reason was already fucking stupid. Is already an insane idea. You know, so I don't find him tracking her and stabbing her to death to be any more ridiculous than what he has already fucking done, chat. What do you think? You know? At least that's what I think. Right? Like, I personally don't think him killing her is any more surprised than him giving her money in the first fucking place, because no sane people would do that in the first place.
also hear him asking her while she lay on the ground, "Are you dead yet?" while kicking her. To say that there was fear and confusion is an understatement. The entire place was swarmed with police and paramedics. And to add to the confusion, people didn't even know who was actually stabbed. This tweet right here with almost 500,000 views said that she was a voice actress and a live streamer, stabbed by an anti-fan while streaming on the Japanese site Whowatch.
That's
was
not really true.
a voice actress. She was a live streamer. And that's because they were confusing her with a voice actress by the same name. This Aimogami was being flooded with emails, DMs, calls.
I
messages.
imagine your name was so close, or actually it's the same name, that people thought that you got stabbed to death. No, I'm pretty sure this chick is actually a good, decent person. Did he at least say something when he did it? He did. Are you dead yet? That's what he said. Quote unquote. Kicking her while she was on the ground. Are you dead yet? Are you done? Are you getting up? You know, that's what he said.
Is thinking that
Blank looks.
was her that was stabbed. Her agency had to put out a statement saying, "Listen guys, first off, condolences to whoever just got killed, but please stop flooding my messages. It's not me." And as you can see, this was pretty damn significant, seeing that this post has over 30 million views.
Shit.
Now, when it comes to Japanese people, the reactions varied greatly. Very
my
shortly
God.
after the stabbing incident, people made up a makeshift memorial. But you might have noticed the fact that many of these news outlets, their videos that they posted on YouTube are heavily disliked. And that's because for some Japanese, they're siding way too much with the victim rather than the plight of the person who committed the crime. You can see this in the comments, with this one having over 2,400 likes saying, "There's no way you can borrow 2.5 million yen and just say, I don't know, block? I can't approve of murder, but I can understand the feeling of..."
Exactly. See, there you go. This is, I feel like, what a lot of people are feeling, right? I can't approve it. I can't approve people killing other people, but I totally understand where he's coming from. Like, dude,
Murderous intent.
you push me to the edge.
This post on Twitter echoes a different statement saying, "Whatever they do to you, don't stab them to death," reminding people that Takano had kicked her when she was down after the stabbing, so don't blame the victim, he's in the wrong here. There was a lot of discussion in the comments section of the article on Yahoo Japan detailing the incident. The most upvoted ones echoed the fact that yes, they do feel sorry that she had to be murdered, but at the same time, they felt sorry for the perpetrator. So as you can see, this is a very complex situation.
It's it's mutually exclusive is the way I see it. Right? She's the bad person. She used and took advantage of someone who was in love with her. But she didn't make him give her money or do all the selfish things that he did just for her. Exactly. But that doesn't mean that he's not. It's still mutually exclusive. You know, the fact that one is stupid and one is bad and they kind of just mutually destructed each other, you know, like at the end of the day, right? It happened, and we understand both sides of the story, and you can't condone anything.
It's not black and white.
Shout out Lil Uzi, exactly.
At all.
All my
And in
friends
the end,
are dead.
I think it doesn't have to be. I think
Push me
multiple
to the
things can be
edge.
true at once. It's true that murder is too far. He is definitely wrong for that. But at the same time, it's not like she was innocent either. She manipulated him hard,
definitely
and she
not.
was really good at it, making many people wonder if she had done it before and if there are other victims. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't conclude this without any bloodshed. Guys, be safe out there. And if someone asks you for money, know your limits, because if it's too good to be true, then it probably is.
Probably is, chat.
Stay safe out there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. I love you. Mwah.
All right, that's it, chat. That was a good video. We discussed a little bit about the danger of simping, chat. Obviously, the danger of simping is... Y'all see what happened. Y'all see right here, chat. But yeah, I am getting a little tired. 2.5 hour stream, not too bad today. Appreciate everybody who's been here. I love y'all, chat, as always. Wait for new videos on YouTube. I'm going to be doing that. I'll be editing more videos. I'll be taking you guys' advice and look for an editor. You know, so a lot more videos to come. And I'll be streaming tomorrow, chat, as always. I appreciate y'all being here. You gonna stream tomorrow? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. And yeah, I'll be here listening, talking to y'all. And yeah, chat. Have a good, beautiful night. I'm gonna go and play some video games with my brother. But yeah, I appreciate y'all being here, man. As always, man. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Beautiful, beautiful